はい、皆さんオスです。こんばんは。大丈夫かな？音入ってますかね？あ、リッキーさん、こんばんは。ヘロー、ヘロー、ハロー、ヘロー。ありがとう、リッキーさん。ちょっとね、今日はね、OBS のゲーム音が毎回ちょっとね、途中でブツブツブツブツ、なんかザザザザザーっていう感じにね、なっちゃうっていうことで、OBS のゲーム音が出るのをね、ちょいと変えてみたんですね。なので、それで今日はちょっと試してみて、もしそれでまたなんか音が入るようだったら教えてください。はい、ちょっとね、ベータ版っていうのがあって、今回それをね、お試しでやってみようと思います。ゲーム音聞こえてますかね？大丈夫かな？多分聞こえてると思うんだけど。はい、リッキーさん。ヘロー、ありがとう、サンクストゥー。いや、とんでもない。頑張れ。Thank you、頑張る。今日で頑張ってクリアするから。クリアしないと、この後11時からデトバあるから。デトバまでには終わらせるからみんなよろしく。OK。じゃあ、コンティニューから始めていきたいと思います。OK。彼とね、ティモシーと話したんだよね。で、入れるのかなこれ。
Look at this mess.
来た来た来た。
Looks like he was in a real hurry, or was trying to erase his tracks.
Because he was trying to hide something. But
And most
ごめん、
of
ちょっと今
all,
押しちゃった。
what?
let's take a good look around.
あたりを調べる。扉。
Marty already looked through it. Nothing interesting.
あ、マーティ調べた。ちょっと待ってね。これで、メニュー、落書きは一回見たよね。
Huh. What insight?
って書いてあるの？バッキー・ザ・キングか？バッキー・ザ・キング。
Good question, pal.
あ、なんて書いてあるんだ？あ、ラムネさん、オスです。今始めたばかりです。ゆっくりしていってください。ゲーム音とか皆さん聞こえますかね？大丈夫かな？もし音が聞こえないとかあったら言ってください。Where all the colors go? わかりません。わかりません。私にはわかりません。英語がわかると思ったら大きな間違いだ。あれ？じゃあマーティと話すのかな？マーティ？
Greetings, pal. What can I get you?
What are you doing, Marty?
A nice hot cup of coffee? Maybe some toast? Ooh, our strawberry jam pancake is divine.
You must have hit your head pretty bad.
Yes, sir. One coffee and a turbo milkshake with extra vanilla and millet powder coming right up.
Ah, furry gods help me. Please don't have a nervous breakdown, okay?
いや、マーティ見る？
I think poor Marty just lost the last little bit of his sanity. The kingdom of dirty dishes and dull knives. And some trash.
扉じゃないの？じゃあ他を見ろってこと？冷たいコーヒ
Ugh,
ー。
I wouldn't dare touch that.
ダメかい？メニュー？
Ooh, maybe a peanut souffle with faux meat.
Oh, stop it, Marty, before I get sick.
Ugh, you're just a boring old man.
I'd rather be boring than dead.
なんだ？何が必要？ポスター？
When we get over this whole mess, I'm gonna take you to a concert.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Swear.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
You'll see. Just
ちょっと待って。ハエか？ないよね。なんかあった？いや、ないよね。ハエか？
Hey, old pal, could you help us?
does he understand us?
I don't know.
Excuse me. Have you seen where the raccoon went? The one who... Nothing.
ダメじゃんか。ティモシーと話すの？いや、聞いたよね、前回。
Hey, Timbo, what about the old fly guy? Did he...
Maybe he did, but he's not talking. He didn't even speak when the coppers were asking him. And not even when one of them kicked him and the others spat on him. Tough fella indeed.
Those fuckers.
The fly was silent no matter what. After they left, he just picked up his guitar and started strumming like
本当に
nothing
タフだ
happened.
ね。
Poor bastard.
If I only knew who they were.
Then what? What'll you do? Beat them and spit on them like they did with this fella?
They deserve it.
Well, that's one thing, Marty, but things don't work that way.
これもダメだ。警察行こうと思ったけど無理だこれ。待って。ここら辺見るのかな。巣箱。
This quiet. You know, I understand why Zip escaped here when he got out of his shady dealings.
It's not possible to get all the way out, Marty.
What? So, you also stay a cop even after retirement?
Every cop stays a cop. It burns itself into you.
That's good to know. So am I gonna stay a cop forever?
Sorry, Marty.
Well, that's that.
これ見てくれ
When
る
all
ことず
this
つ。
is over,
You owe me a foot massage.
あとなんだっけ。古い車。
They say an animal's just like his car.
does that mean I'm old and rusty?
Well, you said it.
What about you? You don't even have a license.
That's just it. I'm special. And
No, like a moron.
あと何？警告見たんだけどな。パンケーキの神様。
are you sure that thing's a dog? I always wondered.
The name Hop Dog is quite a giveaway. Don't you think so, Mr. Detective?
Sometimes the most natural connections lead us astray. Who said that?
A natural-born genius?
Yeah, right.
なんだ私なんか見落としてる？ジュークボックス。これ？何？なんかおっしゃった。流すだけみたいだねこれ音楽。なんだよ事件と関係ないじゃん。でどうするの？見たよね全部。扉開かないでしょ。マーティ話したでしょ。落書き見たでしょ。ポスター見た。コーヒー見た。は？は？何
Did you find something?
Nothing. Or, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, but nothing important to us.
A pity. Whatever that mangy raccoon tried to hide must still be here.
Or not.
どうすんのこれ。
The kingdom of dirty dishes.
オレちゃん、オスです。5分大変お待たせいたしました、オレちゃん。ようこそ、オレちゃん。お待たせしましたよ。本当にありがとう。来てくださって、オレちゃん。
Still nothing. But I'm
待
starting.
って。
Well, if this case gets plucked up.
待って。本当にさ、何も始まんないんだけど、ここから。どうしたらいいのこれ。
A 912 Van Dillen.
Hey, yeah.
ちょっと待ってね。もう一回、はい、男に話してみよう。
I don't know if you want
ちゃん、ダメじゃん。これ警告見る？
this sign. Summer.
ちょっと飛ばすね。あれダメだ。だってどこにも行けないんだよ。どこにも行けないんだよ。お礼ちゃんありがとう。チャンネル登録。いや、いいんですよ。別に。そんな強要してませんから、チャンネル登録なんて。ほんと全然強要してないんで、ありがとうございます。ほんとありがとうございます、お礼ちゃん。待って。話したよね。もう一回聞くから、ちょっとこれ飛ばすね。ダメだな。全部尋ねてる。
Are you looking for a headline even on New Year?
I have to make a living somehow. So, tell me, how come you're working together again?
It's not work for us, Tim. It's just pure fun. Walk the city, get ourselves beat up.
A nice cup of coffee feels especially good after a little thrashing.
If you can make good coffee, of course.
Whoa, plumey gods, take it easy, boys. I'll tell you what I know, just ask.
どうすんのよこれ。なんだこれ。
The kingdom of dirt.
絶対ここら辺。絶対そこだよ。なんか隠してる言ってたじゃん。どうすんのこれ。どうすんのこれ。 私見落としてる？はい？なんか見なきゃいけないのある？そう、おでちゃんこれね、一応謎解きの推理ゲームなんですけど、ちょっとまたね、なんだろう、特殊な感じの推理ゲームでなんか尋問したりするんですよ。で、その尋問したりしながら、手がかりを得たものをこうつなげていって、こういうことなんじゃないかっていう推理ゲームなんですけど、今ですね、どん詰まってます。で、開始早々12分どん詰まってるんだけど、どういうことこれ？え？だってもう見たじゃん。で、地図も開けないんだよ。あれよ、早いとこに何度も言うの？いや、早いとこ？早いとこ。早いとこ。これちょっと飛ばすね。なんか広がったけど、何これ？世界観。ゲットしてないのかと。なんだこれ。なんだこれ。早い男喋んない？ダメじゃん。増えてないでしょ？どうすんのこれ？ちょっと飛ばしながら行くね。はぁ？これちょっと。これもやね。で、これも一回見るね。すごいね、やることは単純なんだけど、なんでこんなことになってんの？見れるのがこれだけなんだよね。これ落書き見るとか。他ないよね。他ないよね。コーヒーもない。マーティー？
Anything? Still nothing. But I'm starting to like it. Well, if this case gets...
ちょっと待ってこれ。さっきと同じことしか言ってない。どうしたらいいこれ？
I think...
どうしたらいい？だってこれ
Look at this.
連打したら割れました。
I'm looking. But what the hell could it be?
ここかい。
No idea, Marty.
ここかいもう。
Where do we find him?
Well, Timbo told us he's with even worse bastards than the one chasing him.
That's it. The Parliament.
No, Marty, but close.
Then... no way.
Oh, yes, Marty. Zip is at the Clawville City Police Department.
Could it be that simple? And that wild?
Well, the cops took him. So it's obvious that he called the cops by himself to scare away Wessler's henchmen.
Doesn't he know half the police is in Wessler's pocket?
He probably does, but this was his only chance.
Then he really is in big trouble. So? To the PD then?
No, I haven't got a better idea. Believe me, I'd love to.
これできんじゃない？ダメ？なんだこれ？
Why did you keep that wristband?
リストバンド血がついてるよ。あ、癒やし。俺ちゃん、イエーイ、いけたよ。でもこれ、待って、でも移動できない。
Have you found
あ、
what you were
テ
looking
ィ
for?
モシー、お主か。
No, Timbo, but we wouldn't tell you even if we did.
Ah, but you have. You are an open book to me, Sonny. So, thanks for the intel.
Be careful what you're writing, Timmy boy. I'm a cop for only the next 121 days. After that, I can gut you if I want.
And when did you being a cop stop you?
He has a point.
Just keep a low profile, okay, Timster?
Okay, I get it. My beak is sealed. Zoop.
ズって言ったね。ズ、あ、やった。移動できる。これで警察だ。来たぞ。お、
Clucking furry hell!
So they know we're still alive?
And they'd like to do something
あ
about
ら、あれワニの奥。の何すんの？あ、殺せばいい？どうしよう？どうしよう？やつを撃てばいい？待って。どうすんの？待って、弾がない。ちょっと待って。聞いてない。ちょっと弾。ちょっと待てや。ちょっと待って、弾。どこ？補充。ここでかい。オッケー。どこ撃つのこれ？ やだやだ。あ、死んでしまった。いい加減別れって言われちゃった。もう一回頑張るわ。これ打てばいいでしょ。これ、キャッツを打てばいいんじゃないのこれ。違うこっちあ、やばい。え、おい、鳥頭。狙うのは奴らじゃない。車の方だ。すいません。すいません。ほんとすいません。車ですね。ごめん、大変失礼いたしました。大変失礼いたしました。はい。大変失礼いたしました。はい。大変失礼いたしました。車でした。車ですね。はい。鳥頭頑張ります。鳥頭頑張ります。鳥頭頑張ります。はい。もう来られないように。おい、玉。説明ないんだ。あ、いた。オッケー。そう、急にバトル始まりましたね、今。びっくりした、今。急にバトル始まって、急に怒られるっていう、この急展開。
It was time to be fast and ruthless. God damn it, Zip. Why couldn't you stay out of this?
Ah, look who's here. The top of the cops.
そう、俺ちゃん、急にあんなツッコミ入ると思わなかったんで、説明一切なかったのにね。ひどいよ。私頑張ってたのに。
Wonders of the world, Marty.
あ、おいちゃん見て。この二人、レインコートから針が出てるの。でもなんかね、さっきの鳥二人が言うのは、この二人がそのレインコートからこの針が出てるのに、ね、気づいてないらしい。可愛いんだよな。
Yes, Chief. Do you know what I've heard? I have no idea, Chief.
Do you think I'm stupid, birds?
No, we don't, Chief.
What the ever-loving fuck do you think you're doing?
Chief, if I may.
Sonny, shut the fuck up. You're not on duty. You're suspended, if you remember. So I'm...
Oh, we just stepped out for a coffee, Chief. Then we saw something suspicious at the Czar Club, and we investigated it, and,
Suspicious, right? You investigated, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you take me for a fool, chickens? And what do you know about the burning ship that lit up the entire Times?
いや、あれ、うちら閉じ込められただけだから、あの船。危機一髪だったんだよ。危うくチキンフライになるとこだったんだよ。すごい、うちらのせいにされてないこれ。
Well, you don't think we had anything to do with that, do you?
I don't know. But if you do, I will find out. You better know that.
I swear, Chief.
愉快に笑ってる。
I've had enough of your swearing for a lifetime. Get the fuck out of my sight.
Yes, sir.
Have a beautiful day, Chief.
Don't let me see you again, Santino. Or...
I'll try not to be seen, Chief.
I'm not your chief. Get lost.
いるじゃん、チップ。チップ、君を探してたんだ。
I can't let you do that. You know,
あ、ダメ？
You and protocol, Bosco? Don't make me laugh.
That's the case, boys, like it or not. Stop harassing the witness.
Well, what can I do? Sorry.
ダメ、今。
You two again.
Say, Bosco, what's all this about, Zip?
Yeah, if only I knew. This idiot called this on himself.
And what does he want to confess to?
I don't know yet. We still can't get it out of him. But we're taking him down to the hole soon. There, he'll sing like a little bird for us. No pun intended.
Would you mind if we asked him a few questions before that? You know, just for old time's sake.
Sorry, boys, but you know the rules.
The rules, right. More like blood boil.
Yeah, more like blood boil. So sorry.
はい、葵さん、こんばんは。そうなんですよ。顔は動物なんですけど、体は人間っていうね、不思議な世界で今調査をしております。なかなかエキゾチックでしょ。ちょっとモニカさん尋ねられるじゃん。モニカさん聞こ
Do you
う。
know anything about a girl named Deborah Ibanez?
You mean the Bambi whose body was found in Natasha Kutsenko's weekend house with huge red letters on her
そう
back?
そう、俺ちゃん目的は犯人探しなんですけど、 このもともとが嫌がらせを受けていた猫の女性がいて、これがねまさにそうナターシャ・キャッツェンコさんっていう猫ちゃんが壁とかになんか悪口を書かれてるって言って、でその犯人を探してくれって言われて探しに行った別荘で、そのナターシャちゃんの付き人みたいな女性の鹿の女性がいたんですよ。その人が、全裸で私たちに桃尻を見せて亡くなってたんですね。まさかの全裸で亡くなってたっていう、YouTube にバンされるかちょっと心配になりながらその事件の犯人を追っていたんですけれども、そのね事件を追っていたらちょっと怪しい人物たちがいまして、前回このね2匹の鳥が船の中で縛られて火あぶりの刑で、危うくチキンフライになるところだったっていうくだりから今進んでます。情報量すんごい情報量多いのねこれ
Don't
ね。
call her a Bambi.
So you knew her.
Just fleetingly.
Anyway, I don't even want to know. I don't know much about her. Moses and Plato are on that case.
Thanks for the intel, Mon. Anything else worth mentioning?
You were at the scene, right?
We? Of course not.
Sonny, you can't lie to me. You just can't.
Is this some kind of interrogation? Just leave us alone, Monica.
You're an open book for me, Sonny. Remember that.
はい、AP さんこんばんは。そうチキンフライおもろくないですか？もうめちゃめちゃおもろいんですよ。ツッコミどころ満載のゲームで、そうモノクロカラーでね結構かっこよく見えるんですけど、見てくださいこのワンちゃんのこの腕のところ、毛が腕毛が、胸毛もすごそうな人とかいたんですよ。なかなかねリアルな感じがあったりして面白いですよこれ。ね、すごいでしょお姉ちゃん。めちゃめちゃすごいのこれ。すごいツッコミどころ満載なんで、皆さん楽しんでってください。
So you're that lonely? I didn't think that was your thing, Sonny, but you know what's best for you.
We were there to investigate.
Of course. And were you successful?
To be honest, they beat us and tried to burn us alive.
Inside of a sinking ship.
Wow. Busy night, right? Even for you.
Yeah, so what do you know about the madam?
Nothing much. She's not had any run-ins with the police recently.
Of course, because half the PD goes to her.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything about that.
ここら辺聞いとこっかね。ね、シュール可愛いですよねこの世界ね。そうすごいでしょさっきの腕毛。
No, but those two mean trouble by themselves. I don't envy you boys.
Seriously, any ideas?
Get out while you can. Right about immediately.
Well, you're kind of right.
We can't, Mon. We gotta see this through to the end.
Famous last words.
When did they bring in the trash pan?
Not even an hour ago. You're just in time. They haven't taken him into the hole yet.
Yeah, I can see. Listen, Mon, would you do us a favor?
Can I be honest? Not really.
Oh, just a small thing. For old time's sake.
Me and my big heart. So, what do you want?
Call Bosco over here for some reason, okay? So that we can have a quick talk with Zip.
Okay, I guess I can do that. But you owe me one.
We'll thank you somehow.
No, no promises this time. Shoes.
お、靴が欲しいんだ。
Size 35, high heels, black.
あ、もう欲しいのがあるんだね、モニカちゃん。
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Good.
Hey, Bosco.
Yes, ma'am.
Come over here for a second.
Right away.
すごい、さすがモニカちゃん。よし、今の
Don't
うちだ。
drink that shit, Marty. It's
あれ
Sonny,
な
you're
んか
bad.
ごめん。あ、後ろの自動販売機に行ってた。ごめんごめん。ジップ。よし、聞こう。
Bubo doesn't have a high opinion of you, Zip.
You see these stitches? His weight. All of them.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. But the word friend is
友
misspelled
と
in
書い
his
てク
dictionary.
ソ野郎。すごいな。なかな
What
か
do you
な
think
友だ
about
な。
this paper?
I've seen better, sonny boy, but that's not paper.
Do you know what it is?
At first glance, it's canvas. A piece of a painting. But it's too small and too blurry to make anything of it.
So, still nothing. Well, thanks anyway, Zip.
Anytime, boys. Are we done?
Have you ever been to the Nile, Zip?
Oh, I wish, man. But my kind can't get in there. Why, did you?
Right in the madam's room if you're interested.
Oh, so that's why you look like that.
Bingo. Did you know that the place has ties to the Wessler Empire?
That place has ties to everything and everyone in Clawville, boys. Even to the royal family. I'll bet my tail on it.
あ、国城さん、こんにちは。すごい、どうしたのみんな。今日みんなありがとう。すごい、配信者の方ばっかり来てる。ありがとうございます。皆さん、オレちゃん、葵さん、エピさん、国城さん、皆さん配信者さんなんで、ぜひね、遊びに行ってください。ありがとう、皆さん来てくださって。
Didn't that damn jukebox break all of a sudden?
Oh, damn it.
Damn it, indeed, Zip. There was a wristband behind it, with numbers on it.
984-237-22 to be exact.
What? All that from memory? How the hell?
I have no idea either, and it scares me too, but that's not the point. Tell us about it.
That is, if you want to leave this place on your feet.
Okay. You got me. I'll talk, but only if you promise that the cops won't know about this.
Do we look like we're on duty?
お、これで聞ける。尋問。オッケー、来ました。
Zip is a real
ジ
opportunist.
ップはチャン
He's
スと見
trying
た
to
ら
turn
逃さな
everything
い
to
主
his
義。
advantage, but we're gonna
自
turn
分
the
の有
table.
利に持っていこうとする。はい、こっから尋問が始まります。今ね、この掲示メーターっていうのがマイナスなんですよ。これをこの後ね、どんどん選択肢が増えていくので、その選択をうまくやっていくとプラスの方にね、メーターが上がっていくので、それを目指して尋問していきます。お前は誰から逃げていたんだ、ジップ。どうしてよりにもよって警察
Where did you
に。
escape from? And why here, Zip?
そう、オレちゃん、エピさん、葵さん、国城さん、そしてオレちゃんね、皆さん配信者さんなんでね。しかもほぼデトバ配信者さんですね。国城さんはあれだよね、原神とかやられてるんですもんね。もう皆さん本当素敵な配信者さんなので、ごめん、肝心なとこで噛んでごめん。素敵な配信者さんなのでみんな遊びに行って、そしてチャンネル登録ピッねじゃあちょっとゲーム続きやってきますね。
Why? Because I like living, that's why.
How did you know they were coming for you?
I got a tip-off from a friend that I should pack my things and go if I want to live. But I had nowhere to run. Yeah, you know me.
So you thought you'd be safe here?
Of course. Ibben's people are everywhere, but, maybe it's harder to get rid of me at the PD.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
さあ来たよ、こっからだよ。あのチンピラに引き組はお前を告げ口屋と呼んでいた。それはどうしてだ。お前は何をしてイブン・ウェスラーを怒らせたんだ。イブン・ウェスラーはね、ネズミちゃんですね。ネズミの裏の世界のボスですね。あのチンピラ二人組はお前を告げ口屋と呼んでいた。チンピラ二人組って誰だ。誰だ待ってね、お前は何をしてイブン・ウェスラーを怒らせたんだ。自分の有利に持っていこうとする。どっちの質問がいいんだろうな。すごいように。いや、イブン・ウェスラー行ってみようかな。ちょっとここわかんないや。これで行って
How
みま
did you
す。
manage to piss off Ibn Wessler?
I don't know.
知ら
I don't
ない。
have time
あ、
for
震え
this.
てる。
Sing like a bird, or I can't guarantee your safety.
I did something for him, that's all, okay? A tiny little favor. You know how it goes, Sonny. Animals like Wessler make a living out of these kinds of favors.
Tiny little favor, eh? Wessler's kind don't send assassins after someone for tiny little favors.
You have no idea what's going on in his head
震えてる
nowadays,
ね。
pal.
めっちゃ震えて
Fella
る。
gone totally insane.
あ、プラス10。いったここからはこれ何、日は何で読むのこれ。日和見主義って読むの何これ。秘密主義、追い詰められた。イブンから脅迫されていたんだろう。イブンから頼まれた仕事ってのはなんだ。 お前はどうしても裏社会から足を洗えなかったみたいだな。連中はお前の何を掴んでた？チップ。これだけが質問形式じゃないんだね。なんだ、頼まれた仕事かな。これちょっと聞いてみようか。
What did you have to do for Ibn?
I never hurt anyone, all right? Let's make that clear right now.
I never said you did.
I just had to get rid of a package for the boss. That was the job. Quick, clean, simple, right?
Yeah? What kind of package?
A very heavy one.
Dead bodies are kinda heavy, Zip.
How did you know it was a dead body?
I didn't. I was bluffing, but, thanks for...
You lousy chicken.
あら、死体捨て
Zip's
ちゃ
a
ったの、
secretive
ジッ
little
プ。
specimen, but knowing his past, it's no surprise. I must take
罠に
advantage of
陥
this
れる。
and trap him with it.
なんだ、オッケーオッケー、超いい感じ。それにしても死体か。具体的にはどんな死体だ？だがイブにはそいつを頼める部下が何匹でもいたはずだ。なんでお前を指定してきた？なんでレスラーに脅された時点で警察に来なかった？なんでその話を受けたんだ、ジップ。この2つはあれかな、消去法でいいかな。だがイブにはそいつを頼める部下が何匹でもいたはずだ。なんでお前を指定してきた？どんな死体かが気になるな。罠に陥れるってなんだ？これ直接聞いちゃいけないってこと？これの聞き方だと罠っぽくないよね。ストレートだよね。これ引っ掛け問題的な感じで遠回しに行く感じ。これ意外と難しいんだよね。これ個人的には私こっちだと思ってるんだけど、2番目かな。罠。じゃあこれにしてみようか。
Why use it? Ibn has many loyal henchmen for these kinds of jobs.
Because, it's harder to trace back to him, I guess.
He chose you out of the whole city for this particular job. Why?
He needed someone who knows the hive well.
The Hive. So, Roach Town, eh? Why?
Because I had to get rid of the package there.
You mean the body? It's starting to get interesting.
プラス5か。お前自分が殺獣の共犯になっているって分かってるのか。署から追い出されたらお前はどうなると思う？罠か。罠か。罠だったら下じゃない？脅した感じでいろいろと聞き出すって戦法もあるけど、これで言ってみようか。
If they let you out, what do you think will happen?
I don't know, okay? Maybe it was a stupid idea coming here, but this was my best stupid idea. Maybe I'll win a few days with it.
Or a few hours, more likely. If you help us, maybe we can cover this whole mess up.
You mean you can be bought, Sonny? What a time to be alive. The unbribable Santino Featherland.
I'm suspended, Zip, and I'm talking chicken to raccoon.
Oh, I see. You're a foul.
いった、めっちゃいった。はい、オレちゃんありがとう。またね。オレちゃんありがとうございました。頑張るね。ちょっと待ってね。どうしてリストバンドを取っておこうと思った？お前はイブを脅迫しようとしたんだろう。お前はここでどれぐらいの間保護されてると思ってんだ？これ、なるほど。リストバンドは、ジップが遺棄した死体がつけてたバンドなんだ。これだな。お前はイブンを脅迫しようとしたんだろ。これでいこう。
You wanted to blackmail Ibn.
Who do you take me for, Sonny? Of course not. I didn't want to blackmail him. I just thought it wouldn't hurt to have some insurance in my hands.
Of all that's furry, Zip, you're incorrigible.
Yeah, I might be. But you haven't changed either, pal.
Oh, God. This gambit could cost you your life, Zip.
By the look of you, yours is too, chicken.
間違えた。嘘、ここで間違えちゃった。マイナス5だった。死体は結局どうしたんだ、ジップ。
What happened to the body, Zip?
I don't know, Sonny. All I had to do was drop it in an abandoned part of the hive.
Where starvation's most prevalent, I guess. Where insects fight for their survival, right?
I couldn't have found a better way to get rid of a corpse myself. All that fresh meat must have been gone in a matter of minutes. Fuck, I don't know. I didn't stick around to see what happened.
You make me sick, Zip.
You would have done exactly the same thing in my situation. Anyone would have. I got the order, I did what I had to. I want...
That's Ibn for you.
Yeah.
Zip may be secretive, but if he manages to open up, he's also honest. He's not trying to change the subject anymore, so I only have one thing left to do.
OK。必要な質問ね。死体は誰だったんだ、ジェップ。じゃあ昆虫に罪をすりつけようとしていたのか。だが理由は、イブンのチンピラはお前をどうしたいんだ。お前が何かに漏らしたんじゃないか。これはもうストレートに死体を聞きましょう。
Who was the stiff, Zippy?
I swear I don't know, Sonny.
I have a hard time believing you didn't take a little peek into that body bag, Zip.
I didn't dare, okay? I knew they'd kill me if I did.
It looks like they're gonna kill you anyway.
Not if you help me, Sonny.
I haven't received enough important information yet, Zip.
嘘でしょ。で、20になっちゃった。いや、どうしよう。ストレートじゃないの。今の必要な質問じゃん。やらかしたよ、マジで。もう、悲しみ。最後にもう一度聞くぞ。あのリストバンドは何だ。
I'm asking you for the last time. What's with the wristband?
I honestly have no idea, Sonny. It simply fell out of the bag when I threw it down in the alley.
And that's the whole story?
That's the whole story. At first, I thought it was some kind of code. But on a wristband, it's usually an ID number instead.
Like on prisoners?
Exactly. But I know from experience that prisoners don't get bands like this. Not in Clawville. It looks more like something from a hospital.
Maybe you're right, Zip. While we're at it, was it Dr. Bubo who gave you the tip-off to get out of the hot dog?
Yeah, it was. Why?
Thanks, Zip. You've helped us put some vital pieces into place.
Well, that's great. That didn't help me, Sonny. I don't want to rot in here or end up in the alley of the hive.
We'll see what we can do.
You gotta help me.
Be glad I'm not charging you as an accomplice to murder here and now. Just keep your head down.
I will, Boss Bird. I will.
That's more like it.
うわー、しくったなー。うわー、6じゃ、うわー、最後で2回失敗したのが良くなかった。悔しい。最初すごいいい感じだったのにな。己ジップ。やりやがったな。あ、シロディさん、こんばんは。よう
So
こ
you're
そで
telling
す。
me you have no idea what this is?
It's a wristband. I see the same thing as you. This was the only thing left of the dead body. And me. You know me. They don't call me Sticky Fingers for nothing.
So you just took it.
Maybe for some blackmailing?
Who knows? Maybe it just hurt my sense of justice. I wanted to know who I buried.
You're a real bastard, Zip. A real first-grade bastard.
Should I say thanks? Thanks.
Just lay low, Zip. Real low.
Thanks for the advice, Sonny.
So where to next? Where did that wristband come from?
I got bad news, Marty. I only know one person who knows about medical stuff.
Oh, no. We were just there.
Sorry, partner. Bubo again.
黒だね。オッケー。これで。そう、シロディさん、これね、すっごいシュールなんですよ。シュールすぎてみんなね、すごいのやってるねっていう。
Hello, Ursula, dear. Oh, what's the rush?
ア
Is
ー
there
ス
something
ラさ
wrong?
んだ。クマ。
Wrong. That dim-witted, insane, ragged old stinky owl.
あれ
That's what's wrong.
フクロウどこ行った？ブーボーフクロウ。
Whoa. It's all right, Ursula. Just tell us what happened.
What happened? You happened. And Wester's goons. It was supposed to be the only day of the year we could have relaxed a little.
We're sorry, Ursula. You're right.
Like I care, Marty. I'm tired of this. Tired of the bitter old owl, and I'm tired of waiting.
And?
Never mind. I'm going. This time, I'm gone for
あ、
good.
出てっちゃうの？
Hang
ア
in
ースラ。
there, Ursula. And if there's anything we can do to help,
Anything? Of course there is, my dear.
Ouch.
I'm gonna try to talk to the old owl. All right?
Good luck with that.
怖いわ。できるものならすればいい
Oh,
わ。
and Ursula, thanks for all you've done for us with the car.
You know, I'm starting to regret it.
That was...
Rough,
yeah.
but understandable. I only see Bubo once a year, and even that's way too much.
A lot of people feel the same about us.
Yeah, that's true.
これでブーボーさんと話せばいいのかな？ブーボー？お、じゃあこの3つちょっと尋ねよう。
Say, Bubo, about Ursula.
What about her?
Well, that's just it. What if she's not coming back? I'm a little worried about you, Doc.
Well, don't worry, boys. The wind's blowing, the sun's shining.
And Ursula always comes back.
Exactly. There are things in the universe that are
Touching, but you should be prepared for the worst. I thought Molly was coming back too, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I trust Ursula, Sonny. What else can I do?
Well, to be honest, that's all you can do.
一応今の熊のアースラさんとブーボーさんは、ご夫婦だ
What do you
そう
know
で
about
す。
this wristband, Bubo?
そうよね、熊とフクロウの夫婦
Zip
って
said
す
they
ご
gave
い
these
設
to
定よ
patients in
ね。
hospitals. That's why we came back to you.
Something similar, yes, but not exactly the same. It's different.
And?
And what?
Well, what do you think? Where's this from?
How the hoot would I know, Sonny? What am I, some kind of psychic?
Okay, let's try another approach.
これでリストバンドを
Do
付
you
け出し
have
たい。
any
来
idea
た
why
来た
Wessler's men were looking for Zip? So
I don't. How should I know? Why should I care?
he had to hide a body. The body of someone Wessler killed. The wristband is from the corpse.
Really?
はい、マリーダさん、こんばんは。そうなんですよ。終わりそうですかね。終わる気が今のところしてません。あ、高評価ありがとうございます。はい、引き続き頑張ります。ありがとうございます。マリーダさん、頑張ります
And
ね
rang。a bell, old owl.
Well,
本当
boys,
終わるのか
if
な
I'm right.
That's more like it.
Tell us, Bubo.
So, Wessler, the wristband, and a corpse, huh? It looks very much like I know the connection.
Out with it, Owlface.
Okay, don't peck me, chickens. Hobart Ibn Wessler has a relative
精神病院
who happens to be a resident at an insane asylum.
Wait, a relative? What kind of relative?
Yeah. You don't know? I thought you were the
双子の
detectives.
弟
Albert Wessler.
You put it together very skillfully, Marty.
Do you think he's the corpse? But why?
How the hell should I know that?
Thanks, Bubo. If what you told us is true, then this time we'll owe you one.
Will wonders never cease?
So, Albert Wessler. Which asylum do you mean, Bubo?
It's got some fancy long name. I don't remember, but I have a brochure.
Thanks,
Perfect.
Bubo.
ブ
Here
ーボー
it
急いで
is.
パンフレット見つけて。
Let there be peace forever. Mental institution.
Where can we find it? I've never heard of it.
It's a good 6-hour
6
drive
時
from
間
Clawville.
長いね。
Maybe more.
You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
Finally? Now get your chicken scratchers out of here while I'm asking nicely. Just one more thing.
What's that, Bubo?
If that someone was really Albert Wessler,
It's always bigger than we think, Bubo. We're used to it.
you don't understand. Ibn Wessler never loved and
敬愛し
respected
てるんだ。
anyone in his life like he.
So what?
Then the problem's bigger than we thought. A cornered
これ
rat
なんて読むんだっ
bites.
け？旧ネズミ？ なんとか猫を噛むだよね。これなんて読むんだっけ。はい、有識者の方。はい、漢字に強い方。これ、キュネズミじゃないよね。なんだっけこれ。わかる方。はい。あ、バーキーさん。はい、今、フクロウ喋ってました。あ、キュウソだ。ありがとう、シロディさん。キュウソか。はい、ニワトリ絡んでます。そう、鳥たちシュールでしょ、シロディさん。多分この世界観に慣れるまでみんなね、いろんなところに突っ込みたくなりますよ。
We're like hounds, old man. Once we've caught someone's leg, we never let it go.
Not while you're alive, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, goodbye then, fellas. And I wouldn't mind if you never visited me again.
The pleasure was all ours, Doc.
オッケー。あ、もう一個あったよね。ジップは告げ口屋だ。
That rat you mentioned was Zip.
Should I be surprised or what? I knew it was him.
Yeah.
What did that old raccoon do this time?
Ibn was blackmailing him with something. That's what we wanted to ask you.
I don't care about Wessler's dealings, Sonny. I patch up whoever winds up here, and I don't care if they're cops or gangsters.
Or gangster cops.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, brother.
あ、ニワトリがリーゼント。確かに。あのリーゼント見えるね、トサカが。言われてみたら、昭和を感じますね。昭和の人間なんで。すっごいあの感じ。
You're the best,
嫌いじゃない。
Bubo. You finally proved useful.
これでいけるのかな。これで、病院、精神病院、補助ない。こういけってなってる。
We had to gather
ここね、
ourselves.
こ
Take a
の
deep breath.
ニワトリヤ
And
ン
think
キー
over
のお
what we
家
knew
です。
so far. What the chickens had I got myself into? What had I dragged Marty into? Moreover, what had we pulled the whole city into? This was going to be one of those cases that changed things forever. But I wasn't worried about myself. It didn't matter to me.
A secret twin brother? Sonny, I'm starting to feel like we're really in a detective novel.
Yeah, but listen, Marty.
What is it, Boss Bird?
I think it's best if we go our separate.
What? Are you joking? I know you have a weak sense of humor, but there's a limit to everything.
I'm not joking, Marty.
Well, I certainly hope you are.
Whatever comes next, you don't need to be mixed up in it. You have someone to go home to.
Guys, damn it, Sonny. Can you hear yourself? What do you think? I endured all this to give up now? What do you take me for? No, pal. You're not getting rid of me so easily.
I just want you to keep your career and your life intact, you moron. Just accept it, shake my hand,
ローラ
and
は
go
彼
home.
女かな。
Your wife, Laura's waiting for you.
One more word, Sonny, and I swear I'm gonna bash your beak in. I risked my life more than once tonight. You know why?
No.
Because we're a team. We have been a team for almost a decade. I don't care what Blood Boil says or whatever's on a goddamn piece of paper. We're the chicken police, Sonny.
チキン
And
ポ
we all-
リ
I'm
ス。
sorry.
We're gonna go to that insane
いいね。
asylum and
Chicken
wrap this shit up
police.
fast and clean. Yeah, just like you said, even if it kills us.
Thanks, Marty. Without you,
マーティーか
I'd
っ
most
こいい
likely
の。
already be sleeping.
Birds of a feather flock together, right?
Like you say, partner.
Let's drop this before you start crying on me, okay?
I hope not.
You almost just did.
Clock off, Marty.
That's the spirit, the Sonny I know and hate.
よし。これで、どうすんだ。引き出し。危ないよね。これでどうすんだ。行っちゃっていいの。あ、出れない。あ、じゃあ話すんか。あ、話すんだ。
So where exactly is this place?
A few hours drive from here, in the middle of nowhere.
You think it's a good idea to go there? What if it's a trap?
I told you, you can still go back.
Wouldn't you love that? No such luck, boss. If I get killed or locked up forever in an insane asylum,
Thanks, pal. I deserved that.
you still trust her?
I never trusted her, Marty.
I mean, you believe her?
I'm sure she was honestly afraid. People don't fake it that easy. But I can understand why she didn't tell us about her former profession.
Or how she knows Molly.
Yeah, that too. And the death of Deborah complicated things even more.
Hey, Sonny, she didn't seduce you, right? I mean, Natasha.
Ah, don't be stupid, Marty. My old ticker hasn't been beating for a long time. Not that way, anyway.
Yeah, all right, boss.
あと何？リストバンドとジップ。
So what do you think happened to the corpse?
Probably been eaten. Horrible to think about, but even if half of
こ
what
の
they
死
say
体
about
マ
the
ジ
hive
で
is
誰
true.
なんだ？
Starvation, riots, arson.
You're telling
サ
me.
ニーの奥さんじゃなけ
Makes
れば
my
いいなと
feathers
思うんだけ
stand
ど。
on end when I think about what goes on in there. And we
This won't end well. I'm afraid soon Clawville's gonna burn once again.
Well, that's if another meat war doesn't break out first. 'Cause then, the whole wilderness will burn.
Lovely prospect, eh?
Either
これで
way,
きるよう
it
に
was
な
a
ったの
damn
かな？
clever move for Wessler to hide the body in Roachtown.
It's the only place no one will ever find it.
Like the belly of a burning ship.
Oh, I think that was an intentional red herring.
Sounds about right.
で、あとジップか。
Who'd have thought? I believed that little rat.
There's a point when it's too late to change, Marty. His past caught up with him. Whatever he did since then doesn't matter.
Not much.
Exactly. And that's the case with us, too. That's why I won't back down. Even though a voice in my head is screaming right now, leave it all to hell. And
Maybe we should do that.
maybe we should.
これで移動できる？できない。あと何聞くの？なんだっていうの聞いた。
What do you think, Marty?
What? You care what I think? You must have hit your head pretty bad.
Stop fooling around, Marty. I'm serious. So what do you think?
Well, I think we're in deep shit. But to be honest, Ibn Wessler is in deeper shit.
Do you think he really murdered his brother? But why? And what does it have to do with
そ
Natasha?
うだよね。
And-
弟のこと警戒し 敬愛しているってさっき話してたもんね。
Let's visit the institution and try to find out what we can about this Albert.
Exactly.
これできる？
If he's the
いける。
dead body,
よし。
we've got to know what the motive was.
And what do you think, Sonny?
I think Ibn, Albert, and Natasha are the three key players in this case, and that all of it has something to do with the brothel.
And the fact that Natasha used to be a...
Yeah, that too.
Listen, Sonny, about Molly.
Oh, just forget it, Marty, okay? She's not part of my life anymore. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Forget it.
Whatever you say, Boss Bird. So you think Natasha's really in danger?
It could be, or she could even be behind everything.
No, you don't believe that.
I'm not sure what I believe, Marty.
よし
Let's。
あ、
see.
調査来た。よ
Things
し、
got
じゃあ
mixed
調
up
査
at
し
the
よう。
brothel.
まずは売春宿でごめん。売春宿で何かが起きた。あ、違う？何かが起きた。ザイバスじゃないの？あ、こっちか。ザイバスね。これは違う？マジで？これ？後で。何？足りない？イブン？あ、イブンなの。で？売春宿でしょ？イブンと何？ナターシャの秘密。あ、双子か？双子が来て、あ、待って、ここがつながる。あれ？違う、これじゃない。死体？違う。じゃあ、モーリーか。違う？何？ナターシャの秘密？これか。来た。まずは売春宿で何かが起きた。イブンはナターシャが初めからザイバスに従う密偵だったのだと気づいた。ナターシャは売春宿で働いていたが、彼女は今はイブンの元にいるため、ザイバスはその真実を隠したがっていた。ナターシャは昔娼婦として働いていた。イブンはそれを隠そうとしていたんだ。これ違うな。ナターシャはジップと隠れて交際しており、イブンはその事実に気づいた。いや、違うんじゃない？密偵、あ、ナターシャはスパイだったってこと？ あ、これあるな、これ。映画。彼女は今はイブンの元にいるため、財はその事実を隠したがっていた。いや、これ違うでしょ。あれじゃない？来た。あれ？あ、違うってごめん。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。違ったそうです。違ったんか、来たと思ったら全然違った。待って。違うの？密偵じゃないのじゃあ。なんだ？待って、ナターシャとイブンが出会ったのって売春宿じゃなかった？これ違くない？これじゃあ。これ？ジップ？いや、これなくない？一番。それで、とりあえずやってみようか。あ、これなの？なんで隠したがってるの？なんで？全然私繋がらないんだけど。ナターシャの、これ何？これじゃない。これ？これ？誰かが犠牲になった。ジップは死体を処理したが、死体のリストバンドは回収していた。イブン・ウェスラの命令でジップはこの秘密を守るために何者かを殺害した。リストバンドがこの件の鍵であり、ジップがナターシャの秘密のために何者かを殺害した証拠でもある。ジップはリストバンドをイブン・ウェスラから盗んだんだ。C じゃない？違う違うの？待って。違うの？あ、ジップ殺してないね。イブンが殺したんじゃなかった？これだよね。これだよね。大変失礼いたしました。はい、あ、まだ続く。で？これ？違う？何これ？ここが繋がるの？王家の誰かだ。つまりイブン・ウェスラーは初めからザイワスの傀儡でしかなかったというわけだ。そう、精神病院の住民アルバート・ウェスラーのものだ。死体はイブン・ウェスラーだ。しかしだとすれば、いや、イブンは死んでなくね？待って。もしかして今私たちが会ってきたネズミは双子の弟くんだったりする？そんなことある？双子って、これさ、双子が怖いのよ、双子説。前のね、推理ゲームでも双子説やられたからね。いや、死体などそもそもなかった。すべてはジップの仕組んだ茶番に過ぎない。いや、さすがにジップこれはないでしょう。ザイワスの傀儡？ B に行ってみる？ B なんだ。あれ、アルバートなんだ。合ってんだ。なんでだ？これで話す。
Okay, so the picture is more or less clear. Ibn's got his brother killed because he learned
だって
Natasha worked in a
弟くんのこと
brothel.
敬愛してたのになんで殺すことになったの？
Well, that could be the case, but I believe the roots go deeper than that.
Which we'd only learn if we talked to him. I mean, if the corpse isn't him, because then we'd need a medium.
Which would be exciting, but maybe it's enough if we ask the doctor who treated him.
That too, yeah. But where's the fun in that?
あれ、いけない。まだ話すことある？
Okay, so the picture is
今話したね、これ。なんか見てないのある？ちょっと待ってね。電話？いや、誰に電話？これは電話番号じゃないよね。電話番号書いてある。これだ。555966。電話しよう。OK。電話。9。 6、6。来い。来た。永久なる平穏を。なんか怖いな。
Well, I'd like to inquire about a patient who I believe is being.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't give out that information.
パスワード。あ、リストバンド違う？
Unfortunately, I don't have that. I'm not a relative. I'm.
Oh, I see. In that case, officer, I
直接言っていいんだ。
visit our institution personally.
Thank you, miss. I guess I'll do that.
We'll welcome you with open arms, sir.
シャンティーなこと言ってきた。美しい星空の夜をお楽しみください。
Oh, thanks.
苦笑い。サニー苦笑い。これでいける？
So,
We have to go there.
the thought gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps aren't good enough for you?
Ha ha ha.
はあはあはあ。皆さん一緒に、はあはあはあ。ちょっといけないんだけど。いけないんだけど。どうするの？あと何？あと何あんの？
Books I've.
あと何？
A stack of.
You know, I thought about it multiple times that
We've met her on a number of occasions, Marty.
maybe Susie's just an actress.
You've read too much of that cheap garbage, Marty.
Yeah, you're disappointing.
I know. A closet that's.
It would be best to board it up.
It may be
こ
run
こら
down.
辺もちょっと飛ばし
You can
ま
live
す
in
ね。
cockroach.
Believe me, Marty.
Why am I not?
When all of this is over, a stack of paper.
なんでいけないの？外？
I still have nightmares about.
Really? Were you alive then?
I was
ここら辺
3.
もちょいちょい飛ばし
Maybe
ます
it's not
ね。
Hey, wait a minute.
exactly, Marty.
I'm surprised you ever returned.
Well, maybe that's the reason I did return, Marty. It's like when someone falls in love with their captor, you know?
Heavy stuff. Huh. The old days.
What? The hype?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy.
hey, no healthy animal.
Yeah, true.
Ah, man, I
こ
can't
の辺見
imagine.
るの
Shut
か
up,
一緒に。
Marty.
Sure. I didn't know you used.
It's history.
お
So
なん
back
か
off.
なんかゲット
touched.
ゲットできた
There are
ね。
things better.
Yeah, got it. Who's that shaggy creature?
That's MB David.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your...
Seriously, I don't know.
あとこ
So
れか。
this is them.
Yeah, the wild gentleman.
Well, you must have been a
The white
なんかゲ
wolf,
ットしました
yeah,
ね。
but look at it now.
perhaps.
これぐらい？まだいけないんだけど。いろいろとゲットはしたけれど。ないよ。またなんかしてないことあります？私。消していくとか何？
So,
It'd be better if I called Lewis.
whew, great idea.
Sorry for the mess, Mom.
Don't worry about it.
Thanks.
なんだ？待って、も
A
う
stack of paper.
何もなくない？
I've had enough stimulation.
たくやさん、鈴木さん、おっす、こんばんはです。ちょっとまた軽くどん詰まってます。行きたいんだけどね。
It's a
行け
piece of
な
a...
いのよ。
You're the best, boo.
あれどうしたらいいの？もう話すこと話したはず
Sorry
な
for
ん
the
だけ
mess.
ど。
Don't worry.
Huh.
ちょっと、聞いたよね。あと何？ちょっと待って。あと、街見たでしょ？
A closet.
いいの見たやん。
Chaos and mayhem.
Yeah, I never...
ちょっとここに
Just
飛ばし
don't
ます
get-
ね。はい？
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it, son.
Yeah, how lucky you...
Damn right.
はあ？あと電話するとこある？もう一回ここに電話とか？時計の針を7時49。時計がない、鈴木さん。 もう前回のね、なんであれ
Sorry
で
for the mess.
あん
Don't
なに
worry
最初
about
から
this.
7時49分にしてたのになんでならなかったっていう。何これもう一回電話するのかな。いくつだっけ。 555966。待って。もう一回電話。55666。あ、拓也さんありがとうございます。おとなしか。了解。あ、そらさんのところでありがとうございます。今日はちょっとね、ムーディーな、とってもムーディーな推理ゲームをしているんですけれども、本日ね、夜の11時からデッドバイデイライトの配信もコラボ配信でする予定なので、よかったらね、そちらも見にいらしてください。ちょっとね、ムーディーすぎてね、みんな最初びっくりするでしょ、これ。何やっちょるんってなるでしょ。本当にさ、ここ、自分の家から出れないんだけど、どうしたらいいこれ。全部聞いたよ。尋問もできないじゃん。
Books I've never.
何す
A
るの。
stack of. Huh.
引き出しもなんもないよ。なんか見落としてる私。
Nautica.
マダガスカル。違う。何
Please say the floor inside is covered with conspiracy.
More like dirty clothes and empty.
You're no fun.
Well, you'll get older.
Never.
え
A closet that. Tonight you
What the
tried to kill me.
Are you talking to?
Huh?
ちょっと飛ばしてき
You
ます
and me
ね。
both, Boss Bird.
なんで出れない。
Of all that's furry. Of all that's furry.
あ
Books I've never.
なんだ。あ、電話もごめんね、また言っちゃった。あとなんだ。
Huh.
見るものなくない？
A stack. A closet.
まだ情報得てないのあんのかな。
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, hey,
で、
when this. Ooh, I love.
ちょっとここら辺飛ばしますね。
But yeah, I know. Not
I
like.
so you.
No, stop it.
Hey,
なんだ。
Yeah.
you've heard.
You big.
You're in. Hey, when this is.
あ、ごめん、もう一回しました。何私、どうしたらいいの。ヒント
All that.
がなさすぎるのよ。
Sorry for the one.
喋ったよ。電気消せばいいの。
I'd still like to take it.
I would.
Oh, I'd still.
I would.
Oh,
どうしたらいいのこれ。
I got a feeling.
you're telling.
Huh. A stack.
ああ、どうしたらい
A
いのか
stack。of.
待って、電話したじゃん。
Why did you? Oh man, I haven't.
何
Molly. Ironic. Come to.
なんかこれ今のうちに見とけってこと？あ、まだなんか一個あるな。なんだこれ。ここ行きたいんだけどな、精神病院。どうしたらいい？どういうこと？出れない。ねえ、鈴木さん、セクシーなお店も
I'd still
行
like
き
to
たい
take
で
it.
すけ
I
ど
would.
ね。
Oh,
本当にどうしたらいいのこれ。寝るの？
I'd still like to.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, it gets more and more.
どうしたらいいのよ、鳥たちよ。
Sorry for the mess, Mom.
Don't worry about it, Sonny.
何これ。
Thanks.
全然わからん。だってもう押すとこ押したんじゃない？
Books I've never.
電話かこれじゃあ。誰に電話するの？あ、ちょっと待って。動物？彼？電話番号とかある？ あった。55593にかけてみるか。5、5、5、9、3、2、どう？出ない？
Hey, Lewis, it's me.
Hello, Sonny. What's up?
Were you sleeping, pal?
Me? Oh, I wasn't. Anyway, I'm always at your...
Would you open up a room for Marty?
待ってた。いや、これむずいな、本当に。ヒントが少ないのよ。
Thanks, Lewis. I'm not even gonna say it.
I will. You owe me one.
Yeah.
いや、鈴木さん、これむずいですよね。これでやっといけた。精神病院。いや、これ、むずすぎでしょ。
I slept like I used to sleep years ago. Like a miner or a soldier. Empty. Dead tired. Then I saw Tessa. My darling little daughter. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't recall her face. I reached out to her, but she just kept getting further and further away. Then I saw Molly.
これがモリーだよね。
But she wasn't real. Just the ghost of a memory. I'm here, I cried. But all I heard was laughter. Not hers. Who's there? Suddenly, she appeared. Natasha. Just stood there laughing. But her eyes were cold. Then she said something. Painted red. Painted red. Painted red. That was just a dream, Sonny. Nothing more. I looked at Marty and I saw the same thing in his eyes as he probably saw in mine. It's time to hit the brakes, to turn back, go home and forget about all of this. Of course, I stepped on the gas instead. Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but
Ooh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the same.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
病院来たね。そうなの、鈴木さん。ちょっとね、フラグが足りなさすぎて、ちょっとね、大変かも。本当に名推理しないと難しい、
This
これ。
guy seems strangely familiar to me.
You don't say. You've been treated here too.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious. Take a closer look.
No.
Well,
No, it can't be. Are you telling me it's him?
I'm sure of it, pal. It seems the gossip was true.
Oh, no, no, no.
これがそうなのかな。看護婦さん。
Of all
Don't
the
you want
great
to-
wild ones.
キリンは画角に収まらないってことですか。面白すぎる。全然見えないんだね、看護婦さんの顔。完全に鈴木さん、フレームアウトしてる。
Greetings, miss.
ほんとリアルを追求してるな、これも。
Is it
面白い
really
わ
you?。
Well,
Yes, it really is you, the chicken police.
感動してるけ
I'm
ど、
afraid so.
めっちゃ感動してるキリンさんの顔が見れないのが悲しい
Oh,
な。
that's furry and plumy. That's fantastic.
Miss,
Tension
we'd
上がっ
like
て
to
る。
ask...
Please, don't be scared. I'm just really excited. You know,
めっ
I've
ちゃ
read
興奮して
every
る。
book about you and your adventures, and I even collected newspaper articles when I was a little girl.
ファンだ。普通
Indeed.
にファンだ、この人。
You can't imagine what an honor it is to meet you in person.
We really...
Oh God, oh God, oh God. Take a
話聞い
deep
てくれ
breath,
な。
Miranda. Take a deep breath.
ミランダ、話を聞いて。
Are you
お
okay,
願い、ミラン
miss?
ダ。
Yes, I am. I just needed some air. So, dear detectives,
Well, miss, we have some questions, if you don't mind.
I
I'd love to answer all of your questions, Detective.
聞いてくれるんだ、ありがとう。私すごく不思議なんだけど、
Say, miss,
こ
what
の
can you
サ
tell
ニ
us
ーとマ
about
デ
this
ィは
place?
上の顔を見ているんだろうか、それともこのままここを見ているんだろうか。この目線は実際にはこうなのか、それともこうなのか気になるな。
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during the war, it was transformed into a military hospital.
The place seems pretty empty.
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and of
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzal, is he the director here?
exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
大興奮。節操を押す節操を押すケツアルコアトル。言える人これ。節操を押すケツアルコアトル石。
So, who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Featherland. He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
Psycho what?
Unraveling the mind. It's the most crucial mission of the century, Mr.
That's really good to know.
So, this doctor's some celebrity, right?
I'm not sure I know what you...
Well, like, Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time.
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy.
ベリ
All the
ベ
time.
リ言いなかった。ベリベリ忙しい。
I thought so.
言ってみたいな。私超ベリ忙しいんですって。あ、鳥かな、
Now,
鈴木
what
さ
can
ん。
you say about this,
鳥
miss?
先
Have
生
you
なのかな
seen anything like it?
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification. But how did you come by it?
Huh. I see.
超ベリバー。懐
The
かしい超
wristband
ベリバー。
does belong to one of our residents. But I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more.
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the chicken police.
チキンプリー
Sorry,
ズ。
I can't.
Miranda, this case is a matter of life and death. Lives
マーティ
are
う
in your
まい。
hands.
言い方がうまい。
All right. All right. I'll do it. Albert Wessler. The patient's name.
Figures. Just
Thank you, Miranda. We'll never forget this.
Please, don't make me blush. And don't tell anyone you
照れ
heard
た
it
顔
from
すら
me.
見れないミランダ。
Oh, we won't. I promise.
I promise. OK、アルバート。あれ
so
あ、でき
when
たで
can
き
we
た。
talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal. Please wait here.
Thank you.
あ、行っちゃったね。で、あとは廊下窓。
Even if you manage to escape, there's nothing but hills and forests for...
Imagine how many poor lunatic ghosts must haunt.
Ooh, Sonny, you're creeping me out.
この人の揺れ方ちょっと怖いよな。
We should go to reception first.
あ、奇妙な絵画。
This
急に
picture.
モノクロの世界に眩しいイラストが。
Well, it must have been made by one of the patients, so it's understandable.
It's the handiwork of our
Intro.
director. He's not only a scientist, but he's a great painter, too.
I see.
Well, it's lovely to have a hobby.
That's right, Marty.
鈴木さん、これヒントかな？これ記者のあれじゃない？で、これナターシャでしょ？これがジップ？で、これ、イブン？キツネはジッパー上げてジッパー上げて女性が全ての鍵を握っているということでしょうか、これは。これはそういうヒントですか？私たちはてっきりモブかと思っていたの、ジッパーの女性が大ボスだったというヒントでしょうか？すごい衝撃なんだけど、そしたら。黒幕説。あの女性が黒幕
Dr.
説？
Quetzal will see you.
あ、会ってくれ
He's
る？
waiting for you in his office. Up the stairs, all the way down the hall, until the last door.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Danger? What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared, and we're really, really worried.
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
Great wild ones protect him.
Where is he?
違う。ヘビだ。
No idea, Marty.
The smell of all that's furry.
Well, reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty, but they feel exactly the same about us.
その通り。
Wild ones, you scared the
そ
hell
の
out of
通
me.
りな。
I already sensed your arrival from afar.
作業がこうなるのね、この方。
Smell. And birds used to be our prey once
すごいリアル。
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
ジェントルマン。ちょっと見ようか、いろいろ。壁。
Your office is rather Puritan. Simple, I mean.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander from my work. I only keep what's essential in.
I see. That makes sense.
窓。あ、
Why do
鉄
you have
格子だ。
bars on your windows?
Because it's a room like all the others, and I'm just an animal too.
With the significant difference of you being a doctor and not a patient.
It's not as big of a difference as you'd think.
あとはこっちも壁。
An
机。
isle of reason in a sea of insanity.
Insanity is such a strong word, and it's mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start, and how long is one?
You see, that's something I think about a lot now.
If you like, I can give you an appointment.
Oh, this is your chance, Sonny. Don't miss it.
Marty, clock up.
ケツァルコアトルは神話上の生き物。あ、そうなんですね。へえ。神話の生き物なんだ。じゃあ、神話の蛇ってことですね、この先生。
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Martin McChick.
From the Predatory Division of the Clawville Police Department.
We're used to it.
Certainly.
We have some questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind.
Please be specific, Detective.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that snake and
こ
chicken
れもしか
sounds
したら
any
尋問
better.
する流れ
Very
か。
funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
We know you know it's about Albert Wessler, Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened.
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here who...
Now, that's much more interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you.
Not even if it's a matter of life and...
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, Detective. This is a hospital.
Still, I'd like to give the impossible a try.
Please, Detective, just do your job, and I'll...
尋問か？あ、尋問じゃない、質問が先か。OK。
How
じゃあ、ア
long
ル
was
バート
Albert a
聞き
resident
ま
of
し
the
ょう。
institution?
For quite some time, his first
10代か
symptoms
ら。あらあらあら。
surfaced in his teens.
相当だな、これ。
Depression, panic attacks, and
Was he brought here immediately after the first signs?
you know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it.
Because animals would rather hide what they're afraid to face.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family wasn't exceptionally wealthy.
Indeed, they were rather poor, but we offer our services
Then how do you sustain yourselves?
by the grace of the treasury of King Hector III.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on good terms, Mr. Santino.
尋問来たね。
What kind of a place is this exactly?
It used to be a mansion. Construction started during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30
すごい。
years. But
30年。
it's been in my family's possession for almost 150.
So if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr.
What a lovely inheritance. Tell
ワ
me,
ニだね、
Doctor,
これ。
do you know Madame Zavas?
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person.
Oh, you can be sure about that. I'd gladly get you two together if I had the chance.
Is that so?
As it turns out, she likes small, narrow, secret places.
Oh, I see. What a
嬉しそう
coincidence.
ですね、先生。よし、これで尋問をしよう。
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery. But I can turn that to my advantage.
一
I
番
just need to
変な
focus
ピー
on
ス
the
何
strangest
それ
pieces of the puzzle.
謎が多い。もうそれだけで終わってるやんけ。それだけで終わってるやんけ。そうです、鈴木さん。質問という名の尋問です。アルバートはいつ病院の患者になったんですか？
So when did Albert become a resident of your institute?
Albert and Hobart, or Ibn as you call him, arrived here
4年前。
almost exactly 4 years ago.
イブンがホバートって名前なのね。
Could you describe that day? More
It was not long after New Year's Eve, maybe the first week of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
What was your first impression of him?
I already knew the Wessler name. I knew who they were. Or at least I knew one of them, Hobart Wessler. He was famous. Gangster.
And Albert?
He was new to me, an invisible grey ghost. The family had tried to keep his existence a secret.
Why?
Because they were ashamed of him, of course, Mr. Featherland. That's how it usually is.
What was your first impression of him?
He was silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes were constantly moving.
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution voluntarily.
Didn't you think of that as unusual?
Of course I did. But who am I to judge? It was rather special treatment.
プラス10。詳細に執着。詳細に執着ってなんだそれ。イブン・ウェスラーから何らかの方法で脅されたことはありますか？アルバートはどんな特別待遇を受けたんですか？ああ、特別待遇気になるね。これ聞こっか。
What kind of special treatment did Albert get?
You know, if an institution like ours has to accept a Wessler as a guest, there's bound to be some favoritism.
And complete secrecy, I guess.
Yes, but that's the case for all our patients, Mr. Featherland.
Of course. So in what way did he receive more than the others?
Basically, we don't admit anyone into our institution without a complete and thorough prior assessment.
So you didn't even know if he had anything wrong with him?
Initially, no. He was more of a guest than a patient.
ゲストプラス10だね。無双化の全部が謎なんだけどこの人。むずい。彼が他の者にとって脅威だと感じたことは、アルバートに最初に会った時の印象は、アルバートはあなたとどう接しましたか？あ、これ気になるね。これ聞こうか。
How did Albert relate to you?
Albert was immensely sophisticated and polite, so much so that his true emotions and thoughts could not be deciphered.
And that's why you thought of him as an exciting case.
That's right, Mr. Featherland. I see you're starting to get to know me in some...
I'm just doing my job, Doctor.
You and me both.
プラス5、プラス5か。あんまりいいのじゃなかったね。アルバートは多重性格者だったということですか？
Are you telling me Albert had multiple...
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of his seizures. He had a cold and calculating personality.
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Yes, Mr. Featherland, but they started to intensify after Albert left our institution for the first time.
He did what? Left the institution? More than once?
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institution on several occasions until the last time, when he...
Quetzal's not only very observant, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. Focus. Addicted to details.
このプラス10。ああ、ぼちぼちいいですね。アルバートが初めて施設から外出したのはいつでしたか？またその理由は？あ、これ気になるじゃん。アルバートがここから出ていくのを許したんですか？じゃあアルバートは自由に出入りできたんですか？ああ、私から隠してることがあるそうですね。いや、これでいいんじゃないかな。これ聞こう。
When and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time?
It was about 2 years ago. Mr. Hobart Wessler appeared and demanded we let his brother go free. Naturally, we obliged.
But you did.
He returned the same day. Albert was ecstatic. He was unrestrained. I could almost say...
That was unusual for him?
I had never seen him like that before, Mr. Featherland. He just smiled and stared at the empty wall for hours.
Did he ever tell you what happened to him outside?
Of course he did. Albert and I had a good relationship. He was working on a painting.
Was it a painting of a lovely lady cat?
Oh, exactly. So you already knew about that.
彼女か。
Yes,
ナ
Dr.
ターシャ
Quetzal.
の
I've
絵か。
seen it.
ナターシャの絵を描いたのか。恋しちゃった。双子で恋しちゃって片方殺しちゃった的な感じ。これもしかしてアルバートは絵画を描き続けるために何度も施設から出ていったんですね。アルバートはお兄さんとの関係についてあなたに話しましたか？アルバートは絵画についてどう思っているかあなたに話しましたか？アルバートはナターシャについてあなたに話をしましたか？あ、これか。これなのか。あ、鈴木さん、それ確かにセクシーな絵があった部屋に。それかな。あったあった、確かにあったセクシーな絵って。じゃあこれ聞いてみる？うん。お兄さんとの関係も気になるけど、うわ、どっちだ？ナターシャ行ってみるか。
Has Albert ever talked to you about...
Only in superlatives, as if he wasn't talking about a real person, but an ethereal being, about an angel or a demon.
And what did you think about his fantasy?
We are in an institution where almost everyone is hallucinating on a daily basis, Mr. Featherland.
Thanks, Doc. I didn't understand a word, but I think I get the point.
やっぱりマイナス10だ。うわ、マジか。アルバートは絵画を描き続けるためにこれを聞かないといけなかったんだ。
So Albert left on many occasions to continue working on the painting.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was like a different person.
恋しちゃ
But
ったな。
unfortunately, his seizures also
More dangerous.
Albert was hurting himself. and on one occasion, he even tried to hurt me. It was unprecedented.
Do you think the painting caused it?
Not the painting, Mr. Featherland.
But it's...
Exactly. He was obsessed. Right until that fateful day when he returned to us for the last time.
What exactly happened that day?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day,
Gorilla.
but two of his gorillas.
Gorilla.
Not literally, I mean. And Albert was
Gorilla.
a terrible,
いいな、いい
terrible
な、ゴリラの
state.
発音。
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about that, Mr. Featherland.
It could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal. Don't back down.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning back now. So, Albert's tongue was torn out, or cut off, I don't know exactly. And he was blinded in one eye. Or rather, one of his eyes was missing.
So you're saying Albert was brought back horribly mutilated?
鈴木さん、冷えですね、本当に。
Yes.
マジか。
And they didn't give any explanation
これ、
as
双
to
子
what
の
had happened.
イブンがやっ
They
たんだ
simply
な
told。me it was some kind of axe.
Dr. Quetzal is cold and professional, but he's also very confused. Maybe it's cruel.
混乱している。混乱中。こっから行くの。話すのは辛いかもしれませんが、彼の傷を徹底的に調べましたか。アルバートを連れ戻してきた2頭の男たちですが、どんな外見でした。アルバートが事故に遭ったとは、まさか信じていなかったでしょう。うわ、一番上か下だな。下か。下で行くか。
You didn't believe Albert had an accident.
Of course not. I'm not naive. I knew immediately that Albert had been
そうなんだ。
severely
イブンだ。
battered, and I was sure.
Well, we don't know that, Dr. Quetzal.
Would you defend a
怪物
monster?
って言ってる。
Take it easy, Doc. One of the most critical elements of my job is not to make us...
You're absolutely right, Mr. Featherland. I'm sorry I got carried away.
It's all right. Happens to everyone.
あ、間違えた。もうやだ、もうマイナス20回、もうやだ。待って、集中してドクター。アルバートに何が起きたと思いますか。しっかりしてドクター。事故の後のアルバートの容体はどうでした。私が今集中しなきゃいけないね。どっちだこれ。事故の後のアルバートの容体は確かに気になるよね。これかな。
Pull yourself together, Doctor.
What? Mind your tone, detective.
Sorry, Doc. I can see you're disturbed by these memories.
How could I not be? I'm not a monster.
So, what was he like after the incident?
Even more silent than ever. No surprise, I suppose. He was not only silent in words.
What do you mean by that?
He never painted anything again. And his seizures completely stopped.
それからどうなったんですか。アルバートはどのように姿を消したんですか。
What happened then? How did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit Albert one more time. Albert had been in terrible condition by then.
What did Hobart do during the visit?
He didn't do anything. He just sat and watched his brother.
Couldn't you manage to draw anything out of him? You or Hobart?
Nothing. For a while, he was trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid.
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say. But
how did he disappear in the end? Did someone come for him?
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland. He simply...
Did anyone see anything?
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients. He simply vanished off the...
Unfortunately, I have a hunch. Thank you, Doctor. You've been.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could
誰
be
が
of
開けた
help. But please, I now must attend to my...
We understand, Doctor. Thank you.
いや、これむず、うわ、ひどい。今までで一番ひどい制度だ。やだー。錆びついた毛が、錆びついててマジですか。これ、話すのかな。聞いたね。
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
本当に鈴木さん切ない。私、錆びついてます。
Accident.
ボロボロに錆びついてるそうです。悲し
Not for a
い。
second. After Albert came back to us,
Different how?
if someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different.
We believe you, Doctor.
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible.
I hope you don't mind if we take a look around.
That's not going to bother.
Well,
Wow,
that's
so cool.
surprising.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure.
It seems that being a Wessler gets you privileges.
And a healthy dose of danger.
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster,
私の声乱れてます？あ、ちょっと待ってね。
aging paint.
じゃあ、ゲーム音か。やっぱこっちにしても乱れちゃうんだ。ちょっと待ってくださいね。一回、切れますね、これ。ちょっと待って、こっちをなしにして、これ復活させよう。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待ってくださいね。ダメか。今日ちょっとね、音声の方変えてみたんですよ。別のアプリケーションの別のやつを使ったんですけど、ダメだね。結局、これにすると音乱れちゃうんだ。了解です。大丈夫かな？またなんか乱れてたら教えてください。あれ？音出てない。ちょっと待って。今度音出てない。ちょっと待ってね。そんなバナナ。音が出てない。あ、ごめん。これ押してなかった。大変失礼いたしました。多分声で聞こえるはずです。もしまた聞こえなかったら教えてください。何と何を見るの？あ、なんか数字書いてあるんだけど。気味の悪い貝が小さな窓。ありがとうございます、鈴木さん。貝がベッド、書斎机。わお。セクシーカメレオン。
It's very familiar to me.
You've been lonely for far too long, huh?
Not funny, Marty.
It is, a little. So this is an original Albert Wessler.
I think so. It's pretty good, I must say. And I saw something very similar in Natasha's room.
You kept me out of it.
Sorry, little boy. Maybe next time.
セクシー来ましたね。こういうなんか写真もあるよね、このポーズの。小さな窓。あ、こっちの方が貴重そう。こっちから見ようじゃあ。
No way. Is this some kind of puzzle?
I don't think so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything.
記号？目でしょ？車。何？あ、かける。あ、つなげるの？ここつなげるの？あ、ちょっと待って。やり直す。多分ここがつながるんでしょう。で、ここがつながるんじゃない？あと何がつながるのこれ。むず。あと何ある？急に鈴木さん目だらけ。何がつながるのあと。今つなげた。 ここか？誰か泣いてるんだけど。勝手に繋げていくけど、私。泣いてる誰か。何これ？え？ここはいいのかな？何これ？あ、消えてる。あ、一個。もうじゃあこれ、多いんだ。待って、もう絶対。待って、こっちじゃない？こっち？ここか？見えん。ここ、こっちか？わからん。わからんぞ、これ。待ってくれ。ちょっと、テーブルにもしかしたらヒントがあるかもしれないから、これを見よう。待ってね。束、手紙。何個か。これから行こう。
Scribbles, newspaper articles, study papers, poems.
Just like the troubled mind of a...
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so, boss.
Look at that. A letter.
ゲットした。
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. Two men and one woman.
そうよな。これはもう。
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Of all the
これはも
wild
う
ones,
恋だ
Marty,
な。
please stitch up your beak, okay?
Just use your imagination, old bird.
あとない？あとないか。そしたら今ゲットしたアイテムを。あ、これ？
Judging by how well it was hidden,
これ
I'm
も赤い
sure
線だね。
this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
どっちが弟なん？
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same
右
woman.
がイーブンかな？全然区別つかない。え、これ。
Albert was madly in love with Natasha
あ
and
ー、
would have
恋
done
文？
anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that.
恋文でしたね。
What do you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane? I don't know. What...
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed.
え、これさ、
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a
これ
sudden?
さ、
If I'm right,
死ん
this
だ
will
の
flip the
さ、
whole case upside
アルバー
down.
トじゃなくて、双子のイーブンの方死んだんじゃない？
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me.
Back to
なんか
Clawville,
そんな
where
気
we
が
can
してなら
finally
な
put
くなっ
all
て
the
きたぞ
pieces
い。
together.
You're driving me crazy.
え、戻ってきちゃった。あれ？え、待って待って待って待って。え、待って。え、戻ってきちゃった。あれ？なんで？あの絵解決してないけど。あ、なんか出た。ウェスラー家の写真。
What can you tell us about the woman in the photo we saw in Albert's room?
Do you mean Miss Natasha Katsenko? Well, yes.
Did she ever visit this place?
Never. But if you ask me, Natasha probably didn't even know Albert was a resident of our institution.
And Albert, did he mention her often?
Constantly. It was obvious he had an affection for Miss Katsenko, but I wouldn't have thought for a moment he could escape.
I wouldn't jump ahead, Doctor. Something else could be behind Albert's disappearance.
Do you think so? All the signs clearly indicate this.
Maybe they do, Doctor, but in my line of work, logic's not always the best advisor.
In 99% of cases.
Exactly. But this one typically belongs to the remaining 1%.
If you say so.
え、どうしたらいいんだこれ。
So, Detective,
I'm afraid we have, Doctor.
I wouldn't dare to say I'm happy to hear it.
Well, thanks, Doc.
I hope I don't offend you by saying
Not on account of either of our jobs.
exactly.
あ、部屋、いいの？あのイラスト私、解読できてないけど。あ、いいんだ。戻るらしいです。
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two again?
あ、また追ってきてる
My call
よ。
won't last much longer.
Don't worry, Sonny. I was born to do this.
また中華任せろ。車だな、任せろ。裏。あ、やばい。もう私はね、鳥頭なんて言われないよ。もう分かってから。あ、やばい。もう分かってから。ほら、車を狙うんだろ。知ってるんだ。もうこの鳥頭なんて言わせない。私はうまい。痛い。何すんだよ。任せろ。あー、弾だ。痛い。撃ってくんじゃないよ。勝ちました。危なかった。ね、鈴木さん、吸い物にはありがちですよね。双子が出てくるときは
A
ね。
little too close for my taste, and it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate.
Come on, what did you work out? Will you...
Sure. Let's put the picture together, piece by piece. Let's start from the
来ま
beginning.
した。
So,
最初から始めよう。まずは事件の始まりからだ。イブンか。違う。ナターシャかじゃ。ナターシャと死に至る愛。すごいの出てきたな。これ違う。違う。こっちか。これだ。あ、全然違うらしいです。あ、恋文か。違うらしいです。これか。あ、これ。OK。最初から始めよう。まず事件の始まりからだ。ナターシャはあの絵画を俺たちから隠そうとしていた。ナターシャは俺たちにあの絵画を見つけて欲しがっていた。ナターシャはアルバート・ベスラの顛末を隠すべく絵画を破壊する必要があった。ナターシャは俺たちに絵画を見せようとした。あれ隠してたんだよね。でもそれを見せようとしていたのは確かなんだよね。来てくれって、別荘に来てくれって言ってたから、これじゃない？違うらしいです。これ？これだ。はい。だよね。で、ここから、これか。写真？これ。はい。あの絵画なら俺たちの手がかりになったはずだ。アルバート・ウェスラーの隠れ家への手がかり。果たしてどこにあるというのか。アルバート・ウェスラーの死体への手がかり。もっともジップのおかげでそれも叶わないが。イブン・アルバートの、ウェスラー兄弟へと至る手がかり。アルバートはナターシャの肖像画を描いたってことは何度も彼女と会っていたことになる。精神病院の手がかり。そうすれば絵画について知っていたアルバートをイブンが殺害した場所を突き止められる。鈴木さん、名探偵やばいな。そっちじゃないんだ。そっちの名探偵になる気は全然ないんだけど、今日はちょっと迷ってるな。ちょっと待って。これか。でもあの絵が間違いなくなんかの手がかりで、精神病院にさっきこう線引けるやつあったじゃないですか。あれ私クリアしてないのにこっち来ちゃったんだよね。これじゃない？あ、違うそうです。すいません。ちょっと待って。厳しい。とても厳しい。待ってね。そう、部屋追い出されちゃったんですよ。と思って。チョークまだ終わってないんだけど。隠れ家？死体の手がかりになるのかな？どっちだ？これにしてみようか。多分ここでね、間違ってマイナスになることはないので、これにしようか。これだ。で、恋文じゃなくて、ごめん、下だわ。それで、なんだろうな。これか。
which made Albert
ナターシャに惚れた。そしてある夜に奴は双子のイブンを殺し、彼と入れ替わって、やっぱりそうじゃない？ナターシャの心を我が物にしようとした。いや、これでしょ。これじゃない、絶対に。精神病院から脱出した。周囲に広がる暗い森の中で教授として生き続けるために、いや絶対違います。ナターシャに惚れた。そして精神病院を脱走し、未だ場所のつかめない秘密の隠れ家へと逃げた。違います。兄を殺して入れ替わり、ナターシャに脅迫で事件を自作自演するよう強要した。ああ、これか、これだな。でも自作自演になるのか、あれ。あれ、自作自演することに何の意味があるんだろう。一回これにしてみていい？これでした。OK。聞いた。
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
You mean Albert, right?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Natasha.
Do you think she knew about it?
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
Too many coincidences, right?
Well, well, after 10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
9.
You're right.
Huh.
What?
You just laughed, Sonny.
What? No, I...
No, you laughed.
Just leave it, Marty.
I'll be telling this to my grandchicks.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay. So, Albert fell madly in love with Natasha.
And his best chance was to trade places with Ibn Wessler.
相当な間ね。うわ、怖っ。
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even if he
いや、
wanted
きっ
to.
つ。
What a diabolical plan.
More like insane.
But why the messages then? Why the threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality.
So the messages were written by one of his personalities, consumed by
something like that,
Natasha
Marty.
よ。
But
なん
we
て
can
恐ろ
only
し
learn
い
the。whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
We're going, Marty, to finally finish what we...
Well, if there's anything you'd like to do before...
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap everything up.
まとめる時間？なんかいる。ルイスもいる。ありがとうございます。鈴木さん、さすが。ありがとうございます。ここで、待ってね。ちょっと待って。まとめる時間って何？あれ？メインクエストないな。話すのか？
I just realized. Ibn at the Tsar Club.
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long time now. Do you remember what Natasha said about him?
That he's been acting strange recently?
Exactly. Like he's not himself anymore.
ああ、言ってたっ
Almost hitting
け？
us in the face, huh?
Don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out just by ourselves. The whole story's too twisted for that.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny. And I'm sure we'll have plenty more twisted cases to come.
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us. It's mostly not up to us.
Yeah, right.
とりあえずこれ全部聞け
You
ばいいの
think
か
the
な？
asylum was in on it? I mean, cover...
You know that reptiles give me the creeps. One of them even set fire to that ship. But oddly enough, the doctor seemed honest to me.
He seemed like a patient to me. Seriously, I thought everyone was crazy in that...
Yeah. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he does...
Are you still talking about the doctor?
Good question.
アルバートの
So,
手紙。
what's the plan? We shove the letter and our theory in his face and see what happens?
Something like that, Marty. I think our presence will be enough for...
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
We have no other choice. So I hope so too.
あ、わかった。壁の落書き、アルバートが書いたんでしょう。もう一人の人格が。そういうことじゃないかな。
Natasha love Albert as well?
Good question, Marty. But I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha, she told me she loved Ibn in her own way.
In her own way, huh? And could she love two rats in her own way?
Maybe. Maybe she even suspected the truth, but didn't dare admit it, even to herself.
複雑だわ。愛って複雑。あ、新しい場所できた。
So, what do you think now that it's clearer?
I don't know, Marty, but I believe Natasha didn't mean to be bad. Not intentionally, at least.
I'm not as sure of that as you are, boss. But we'll find that out pretty soon, I guess.
I think Natasha was very much aware that wherever she goes, disaster follows her.
Really? You don't say. Someone remarkably similar came to mind right now.
You mean me, right?
Who can even read minds?
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe you're right.
隣のウサギさんも話聞く感じか？
Hey, Lewis. You weren't awake all night because of us, were you?
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team. What is it?
You, Lewis, you don't stutter anymore.
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh. I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
Come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be a part of an adventure of the chicken police.
Maybe the last one, too.
Hey, Sonny. Don't spoil his mood. He's so cute.
Pardon?
Nothing. Nothing.
ああ、もう一人の人格なのか、本当にもう一人の別人が書いたのか、本当にちょっとそこがどうなるのか。あ、
No,
入っちゃった。
You becoming sentimental.
Who knows?
Oh.
あ、入っちゃった。
Should I say it?
I know, Sonny.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. I'd be...
これでここですね。行きましょう。
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it was nearly over.
もう車ボロッボロだけど。
Was Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain? Well, if you don't know where to go, go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong?
さあ、これラストっぽいですね。
Here I am, Natasha.
急にちょっ
I
と
hope you're waiting for me.
カラフルになったよ。
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
Half the city is in his hands, Marty, and half the Council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us, and Natasha too, I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really?
なんか急に緑。すごい豪邸じゃん。ちょっと見よっか。
Oh, this place has its own greenhouse.
100% humidity and unbearable heat.
Oh, not like that. Could they be growing rarities in there?
Or maybe some chicken-eating giant flower monster.
What? Oh, you just made that up, right?
ネズミの騎士。おお、ネズミの騎士だ。
One of Wessler's
Wessler's ancestors were poor cobblers. More likely, this represents what he thinks of.
I wonder how chivalry is compatible with organized crime.
Ibn was planning to leave the underworld.
When his twin brother tore out his tongue, poked out his eye, killed him, and took his place?
Yeah.
で、屋
Is this a
敷。
mansion?
Or a small city.
Well, if it comes to hide and seek, oh,
A serious advantage.
あとは入り口、あ、塔か
what the。hell is it? Water tower? Turret? A frickin' lighthouse?
ね、鈴木さん、緑すごいですよね。なんかモノクロの
Well,
ゲームだから
anyone who puts a
急に
tower this
明るいのが
big
一
must be
個
trying to
こう色が
compensate
ね
for something.
入るだけで全然違
Or
う
he
よ
just
ね。
has
そう思うとさ、私たちって本当にいかに色というもので刺激を受けてるかがわかるよね。
Seems nowadays organized crime pays well in cloth.
Are you surprised? The chicken police retired?
Well, they say the team's back together again.
Nah, that's impossible.
Oh yeah, it's true.
よし、じゃあ入ろうか。こいつら私を撃ってきたやつ。
Please excuse my partner. He didn't mean to be rude. It's just his terrible habits. As you may or
めっちゃ撃ってきたじゃん、お前ら。
Ah, look
どう
what
せ
the
この野
cat
郎。
dragged in.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them? Tommy guns?
Oh yeah, now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces.
Exactly.
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started?
決着つけるか。負
We'd
けんぞ、
love
こっ
to
ち
have
も。
fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss. And while we're at it, the lady of the house is also expecting us.
is that so?
Yeah, that's so.
In that case, I guess there's no reason for us to waste your precious time. Is that right, Gabriel?
Get the hell out of our sight while there are still feathers on your skin, chicken.
Easy, pal. We're not even here anymore.
OK。これで入れるんじゃん ?OK。あ、あの人がいる。カラス
Let's
さん。
get the big guns out and kick the door down.
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in, like real gentlemen. Then maybe we'll need the guns.
Oh, my trigger finger's itching, Sonny. Someone's gotta pay.
Relax, Marty. Someone is gonna pay.
Yeah, just don't let it be us.
オリビアさん、話そう
Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello?
Get lost.
Me
What did you
chocolate.
say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now. If you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about us. We know what we're doing.
Martin.
Huh?
Don't you get it? You have to get out of here or you'll be in danger, and also her.
Do you mean Natasha? Please calm down, miss. We have to talk to Mr. Wessler and Miss Katsenko.
You really don't understand, do you?
ナターシャだ。
What do they not understand, Olivia?
セクシーな登場、ナターシャ。
What is it exactly that our guests don't understand?
I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself.
Thank you, Miss.
Please, Sonny. I thought we've already discussed this.
Please, Natasha, can we talk to you in private?
Martin?
It's all right, Olivia. These gentlemen are my friends.
Yes, Miss Katsenko.
これでお話をすればいいのかな、ナターシャちゃんと。
Ibn isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen. He's rather furious. Are you?
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
So you know who left the threats?
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Zavas.
Wild gods.
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things that
Along with Molly?
so you know?
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deborah,
Cold, stiff Deborah.
please don't say that.
A price worth paying?
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me, what is going on?
You have to know, right?
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait.
来た
I'm
ー
having a rough morning after a long night.
鈴木さん、薄着ですね。確かに、薄着ですね。こらこら。いや、来ちゃったね。アルバート来ちゃったね。
Is that so? Our night was also kinda long.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentleman that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please, come on in, guys.
Then this way, please.
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please, go and refresh yourself or,
Yes, dear. Whatever you like.
please, follow me, gents.
Lead on, Wessler. So long, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
これで移動階段。おー、いるいるいる。怖えよ。怖えよね。私やられない。ウェスラーにやられない。怖いんだけど、ウェスラー。あ、階がある。あら、セクシー。
Painting.
It's beautiful and rather provocative. Almost makes my comb stand up.
I'm not surprised.
But the corner is missing.
You're right, Sonny. You're quite the observer.
Well, yeah, this painting's unfortunately damaged. I don't know where the missing piece could be.
You don't know? Well, if you're interested, we know exactly
こ
where
れ
it is.
か。
Really?
Really? It's here with us.
この絵の破片を持ってたん
An
だ。
insignificant little piece, isn't it? But there's an exciting cat scratch on it.
More like a rat scratch. Because
A.W.
that's...
Albert Wessler. He's a great painter. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Enough. Out with it already. What are you trying to say? I have no time for your childish charades.
Easy, Wessler. We'll get to that in a bit.
ここだ、ここだ。え、
It's
これくっ
unbelievable
つけた
how
り、
much trouble
え
one single
くっつけた
painting
りしない
can
の？
make.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean, detective.
I'll make it clear for you soon enough.
Even my patience has its limits, you know.
ね、鈴木さん、角といえば、これじゃないで
It's
す
a
か
piece。of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
やっぱりナターシャ知ってたんじゃないの？入れ替わったの。
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city.
None taken. But tell me, are we gonna flatter each other for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah, so let's continue like that, shall we? What do you want?
Oh, forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us. Several...
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right. I'll go along with your childish little game. I would have had a long and tedious day ahead of me anyway.
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
尋問か？あ、尋ねるか。よし、じゃあ一つずつ行って
I
み
have
ま
no
しょう。
idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did they write that specific word every...
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler? What Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place.
嫌なやつだな。
Son of a bitch.
Sonny, don't.
あ、コケ
Yes, detective?
ここまででした。
Not yet.
我慢してる。まあ、サリー頑張れ。我慢だ。まだ我慢だ。後で一発ぶん殴っていいから、こいつ。
About the painting.
Yeah. My brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but, still, he's a rather troubled individual.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not a crime in itself.
これか。
This picture, it's rather strange, you know?
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to...
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who do you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures.
You mean, me?
You.
No, I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time.
And do you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
I have no idea.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that?
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me.
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly and quickly. Yeah, I'm really starting to lose my patience.
お、増えました。アルバートの手
We
紙。
visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha,
More like a confession.
in which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad, insane. He's not normal.
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either.
What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why, but she hates you. It's instinctive.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness?
これで生きるぞ。尋問だ。尋問がちょっと待って。話をしよう。アルバート。
Albert is an imposter.
アルバート、
He's not who he
話をしよ
says he is, and might not even know who he really
う。
is.
これ
I have to concentrate on this first,
これ
to soften him up,
間違
and
っ
to
た
avoid
ら
us being shot
ド
in the
ン。
gizzard, of course.
待って。これ質問間違ったらズドン。嘘でしょ。尋問されるのはどっちだ？私ですか？ 私が尋問ミスったらダメなんですか？ちょっと待って、めっちゃ低いじゃん。詐欺師って出てる。分かってない自分で。和らげる。難しいよ。待って。何を考えていたんですか？アルバートさん、その芝居いつまで続けるつもりだったんですか？おい、ズドンってやられそうだけど。ズドンじゃないこれ。大丈夫？
Until the end of my life if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was.
これもう一個の人格かな。
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. Eh, I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
こっからが支配的。汚い手を使ってみんなを丸め込むつもりでいたんですよね。なぜ兄のイブンと入れ替わろうと思ったんです。丸め込もう。これはやばい。これはちょっとやばい。ズドン来る。これにしよう。
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious. From the moment I laid eyes on Natasha for the first time.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother.
Are you insane? Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever
イブンもイブンで結構そういうタイプだったのね。アルバートと一緒だったんか。性格上。
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you? What a comfortable excuse.
Comfortable? Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game for me? I had to destroy the person I loved and respected the most.
Cry me a river.
Yeah, you know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately.
You can analyze me until the sun goes down, Wessler. But
yeah, evasive answer. So I'm right.
ズドン危なプラス15。よし、こっからだ。いや、確かに鈴木さん、さっきの質問で私、撃たれても絶対おかしくないと思ってましたもん。残虐来たよ。なぜイブンを半殺しにした？その場ですぐ殺さなかったのはなぜだ？自分がイブン・ウェスラーだと本気で信じていたのか？汚い手を使ってみんなを丸め込めるつもりでいたんですよね。これやばくない？これはダメな気がする。もうほんと怖いのよ、さっきからこれが。怖くて集中できんのよ。一番全集中しなきゃいけないんだよ。もうさっきからこれが怖いのよね。なぜイブンを半殺しにした？その場ですぐ殺さなかったのはなぜだ？自分がイブン・ウェスラーだと本気で信じていたのか？これ聞いていい？めっちゃめちゃ怖いけど。これでいくね。
Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately?
That's an interesting question, you see, but the answer is exceptionally simple. No matter how strange it is for you to understand, I loved my brother.
Weird way of showing your love.
そうだね、アルバート。
You can't understand that. He was my everything, the only one who was close to me. Until I met Natasha.
She took your brother's place pretty quickly, didn't she? There's not much room in your heart.
そうね。撃たれない？
You're understanding the situation, detective, but you know, very well it's not that simple. Ibn was my brother. I loved him despite all of his flaws and foul, petty lies. And that's why I couldn't kill him.
いや、でも最後は殺しちゃったじゃん。
Not immediately, you mean?
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue wasn't enough. Yeah, I must admit I've underestimated him.
And poking out his eye?
そうね、くり抜いたわね。
Oh, that was just an accident, Mr.
本当か
Fiddlehead.
よ。怖いよ、こい
You're a
つ。
dirty, clucking son of a vermin, Albert.
Please, don't be
やめろ、
vulgar,
やめろ。
Sonny. It's too dangerous in your
そうだ
current
よ。
situation.
それ撃たれるぞ。
It doesn't even suit you.
あ、ほら。マイナス10です。やばいです。初のバットかもしれない。みんなごめん。難しい、この人。一番怖いし難しいし。自分の兄貴の舌を引きちぎるのは楽しかったか、どんな気持ちになった？いや、これ煽ってるやんけ。めっちゃ煽ってるやんけ。ダメでしょ。 つまりお前は今でも自分が同時に2匹の動物であると感じているわけか。他者を支配できるのは楽しいか、アルバート。いや、ダメだろ、この2つ。あれ、真ん中じゃない？真ん中で行くよ。
So you feel you're two people at the same time?
Does it sound crazy? Maybe it is. But Ibn lives inside me. Sometimes he's even stronger than
これが多重人格なのかな。
Do you think you can avoid the gas chamber with this, Albert?
I don't have to avoid anything, Sonny. You and your friend, will never leave this place. It's better if you start getting used to the thought.
怖い
You're
で
not the
す。
cold-blooded killer you'd like to think you are.
Yeah, do you think so? Try me, detective.
オッケー、プラス10だけどやばい。これ全然真ん中行ってない。やばいぞ、これ。ナターシャに気づかれたらどうする気だったんだ。彼女も殺したか。どうしてナターシャを騙せると思ったんだ。あの男に成り代わって未来永劫幸せに暮らす。それが計画だったっていうのか。どれ？待って、これどれ聞いても怖いんだけど。これはちょっと危ない気がするな。待って。彼の態度を和らげる。どれが和らぐのよ、あなた。あなた、どれ和らぐのよ。どれも和らがないでしょ。大変なんですけど。この二人と、二つのどっちかな気がするけど。いや、鈴木さん、やだ。これ怖い。集中したのに、ほんと、これ行かなかったらさ、この真ん中、ズドンだろう。絶対ズドンだろう。待ってくれ。いや、これちょっと行ってみようか。
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily.
震えてる。震えてるよ。手が震えてるよ。やばくないこれ。すごい震えてるよ。
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
His what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role.
So you mean Ibn's here with us even now?
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time.
やらかしたな。絶対やらかしたな。
Psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him.
いった。20いた。オッケー。これで半分はいく。オッケー。彼を殺そうと心に決めたのはいつだったんだ。
When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr.
本当に鈴木さん危なかった。
I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Fiddleland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
なるほど。もう一人、イブンの人格が生まれ始めてたってことなのかな、これ。よし、超えた。なんとか超えた。ここからだな。利用できるかもしれない。お前はただの安っぽい偽物でしかない。それは分かってるんだろう。自分の狂気を全ての言い訳にできると思っているのか。それにしてもイブンに精神病院送りにされたのはなぜだ。どうせこれまでもその鼻っ面でみんなを操ってきたんだろう。 これ以外ちょっとさ、あれだよね。このアルバートのことちょっと消しかけてる感じするよね。ありがとうございます、鈴木さん。いや、でもここ超怖いんだけど、ここの4つ。冒険かな。残虐性を利用できるってことは、煽るしかないのかな、これ。前はただの安っぽい偽物でしかない。言い訳に、この2個かな、そしたら。もう怖いの、震えてるの怖いの、こっちも震えるんだけど。4つあるってことは相当マイナス20もこれ混ざってるってことだよね。マイナス20、マイナス10、プラス5、プラス10が絶対混じってると思うんだ。煽ろっか。めっちゃ煽ろっか、もうここ。もう撃たれる覚悟で、ちょっと私煽るわ、これ。
You're just a cheap copy. You know that, right?
You're just making your position worse by insulting me, detective.
まずい。
I wasn't insulting you. I was saying out loud what we all know.
Don't force my hand to pull the trigger ahead of time. There are many, many things you'd still like to know, wouldn't you?
Why don't we get it over with, Wessler? Pull the trigger and let's finish this
ちょっとサニー
pathetic
大丈夫
charade.
そんな煽って。
You think I don't dare do it?
いや、まずい。一番やっちゃいけないのやっちゃったよねえ、もうやだ。やっちゃったよ、もうやらかしたよ。煽りすぎました。いやいや、鈴木さん、私もね、煽るのかなって思ったの。いや、鈴木さんのせいじゃないから大丈夫。大丈夫。まだ希望は捨てちゃいけない。まだここでちょっと挽回できるはずだから。それほどナターシャを愛しているのなら、なぜ彼女に嘘を吐き続けるかな。
If you love Natasha so much, how could you lie to her? All
We lie the most to those we truly love, Santino. Isn't that right?
It shouldn't be that way.
You mean your wife, don't you? See? That's how it goes. We lie because we don't want to cause even more hurt.
What you did, Wessler, is nothing like Molly or me. What you did was out of simple selfishness and cowardice.
Watch what you're spitting out that dirty beak of yours, Santino.
I'm not afraid of you, Wessler. You'd better get that into your small little rat brain.
煽るな、サニ
Mr. Fiddleland.
ー。撃たれるんじゃないか。
I'm very close to breaking him. But if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig
ち
a
ょっ
little
と
bit
待って、
deeper
サニ
and
ー。待
uncover
て。
Wessler's wounds.
それはすごく難しい。何してくれてんだよ、サニー。お前マジで何してくれてんだよ、これ。マイナス40って、お前ほんとふざけんじゃねえよ。一択しかないからってマイナス私考えてなかったよ。未だかつてないよ、マイナス40ってやってくれたな、サニー。めっちゃ減りましたよ、鈴木さん。やってくれたよ、あやつ。ナターシャ、お前に優しかった。いや、優しすぎた。もしお前にまだ危害ってものがあるのなら、今すぐその銃口を自分の頭に向けるんだろう。いや、これ煽りすぎじゃね？上にしよっか。ちょっと煽りすぎたもんね。上にしてみよう。
Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was, simply amazing, gentle, kind, lively, but still so,
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace and everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
I think I do, yeah.
I know Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him, can't you see? It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
今喋ってんのってどの人格なんだ？アルバートっていうのが一番あれなのかな？攻撃的な人格なのかな？で、もう一人その弟とその一対になったって言ってるのが別人格でもう一個いるってことかな、これ。
Was.
I think I've corrupted her. She's not that gentle and pure creature I painted on the canvas anymore. I ruined her. She became rotten under my hands.
プラス15。まだ間に合うかもしれないぞ、アルバート。彼女に真実を告げてこの茶番を終わらせるんだ。
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me, can't you see?
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her. And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could...
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight. But you still did it.
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deb?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable. Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha
字幕が早すぎてね、ごめんね。私がやってるわけじゃないんだけど、字幕がね、勝手に言っちゃうんでちょっと見づらいかもしれないんですが、すいません。
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
Why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
待って。
So long, Albert.
錆びついた警官から最終的に無能警官となりました。嘘だろう、これ死んじゃうんね。これ死んじゃうん私。無能。でもさ、ね、一言言ってさ、途中でさ、一択しかなかったじゃん。あれ私のせいじゃないよ。どっちにしろマイナス40しかいかなかったもん。私に選択の余地はなかった。これは私のせいの無能ではない。これやられるんじゃない？終わってしまう。私終わってしまう。終わっちゃう。無能だから。私無能だから殺されちゃう。みんなごめん。ごめんみんな。あれナターシャ。ちょっと。
So, you heard everything.
鈴木さん、撃たれたのは私じゃなくアルバートでしたね。あら。
I heard everything.
あら。
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you...
Yes, both of you would be dead, I know. But believe me, I still thought carefully before firing.
About who to target?
You know, I truly loved
イーブンが好きだったんだ。
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly...
The cops. But how? How do they know?
I have no idea, Marty.
Do not look at me. I did not call them.
Olivia?
オリビアか。
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her. Hello, boss.
ボス来た。
Boys. Before you say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino.
モニカから
already told me everything.
Monica.
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without
モニ
saying
カが連れ
goodbye?
てきてくれたの？ありがとう、モニカ。
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
なんて優秀な受付嬢。
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
もういくらでも買ってあげる、モニカ。どんな靴がいいんだい？ 何でもいいぜ。
We don't want to hear that.
Yes, boss.
Don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right after I figure out myself
What Marty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Thanks, boss.
あ、ナターシャいる、ナターシャ。あ、待って、ティモシー、お前、どっから嗅ぎつけたんだ、ティモシー。
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
That I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Clock off, Tim.
Hey!
いや、本当に鈴木さん、ティモシー早いっすよね。
So, what now? Where to next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha. You know, if you...
Yes, I know where to find you.
See you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am.
Goodbye, detectives.
これでサニーともバイバイだね。あ、サニーじゃない、ごめん、サニーじゃない。サニーじゃない。ナターシャ、ナターシャ。ほんと、モニカ優秀、ありがとう。
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
It was for us too, believe me.
あと、本部長
What? Are you waiting for me to change my mind?
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
で、どこ行けばいいの？入り口？おう。なんかここ3人揃ってるとなんか面白いな。
Hey, Olivia.
Marty?
I just wanted to thank you.
For what exactly?
For trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead.
I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
あら、オリビア強いね。強い女性だわ。ごめんな、無職にしちまって。
Gentlemen?
ごめんな、ほんとごめんな。
We're honestly very sorry it had to end.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this,
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Whistler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Oh, look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences, too.
Yeah, or something like that.
Amazing.
めっちゃ怒ってる。あと、ボスコ。
You're a good boy, Bosco. Nice work.
You know, folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police work while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's your story.
Cluck you sideways, Bosco.
あとは、そう、ガレレレレレって。可愛かった。あと、なんかある？これなんか仕掛けがあるとか。ちょっと。あ、ごめん。2回やっちゃった。あれ？フィルマーさんがいる。
You. What are you doing here?
I was just driving around.
近くをドライ
To
ブ。
feed your grandpa? So, was it a case? Were you,
What can I say, Sonny?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations when it was hard not to.
もしかして船の中とか助けてくれてたんかな。誰の依
but
頼？
you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional.
Yeah, thanks.
あ、見てるだけだっ
So
た
you
のか。
won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do.
誰？
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend.
モ
I
リ
made a promise.
You
雇い主はモリ
Some people still take him seriously.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course. I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
So, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. The chicken police.
撮るの？
In the flesh.
二眼レフだ。私も持ってるんですよ、二眼レフ。すごい。
Tim, drop
か
it and
わい
cluck
い。
off.
Oh, no, boys. This time, you deserve it.
What the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's good.
Yes, sir, we'll try.
Ooh, attention chicken police.
OK。
Say
笑顔ね。
cheese.
OK。チーズ。はい、チーズ。はい、みんな一緒に銃持ってる。チーズ。なんで他の子たちも映ってるの？ちょっと待って待って。私たち2話で解決したやつだからね。頼むよ。もう全面飾っちゃったよ。ごめんね、チーズ。今ちょっとマイクのアーム触っちゃったんで、変な音入っちゃったかも。あ、終わりました。いい写真でしたね。ありがとうございました。よかった。終わった。結局、2時間半ぐらいかかりましたね。だいぶ長かった。前回延長しといてよかったわ。あ、鈴木さん、私カメラ大好きですよ。あ、ごめんなさい。また触っちゃったマイクに。そう、カメラ好きなんですよ。一眼レフが1つと、ミラーレス1つと、あと、なんだっけ、二眼レフカメラ3台持ってます。この前ね、レンズを売りに行ったんですって別の話になっちゃったけど。これスタッフさんたちの写真だ。あ、もしかしてこの人たちがモデルになってるのかな、これの。そういうこと？なるほど。いや、本当に鈴木さん終わってよかった。あ、猫ちゃんだ。あ、あれナターシャのモデル？あの猫ちゃん。似てない？あの猫ちゃん、ナターシャに。モデルいたんだ。あ、で、ポスターが鳥とワンちゃんに変わったのね。なるほどね。今回ちょっとね、サブイベントをほとんど吹っ飛ばしちゃったんですけど、多分そのサブイベで分かる裏の話があったんじゃないかな。モリーがかなり謎だったもんね。あ、これモデルの鶏じゃなくて、これサニーの方かな。あ、これあれじゃん。サニーのスーツじゃない？で、左がナターシャじゃない。なんだっけ？あれだ、カラスさんじゃない？あ、かわいい。ね、ナターシャっぽい人ですよね。あ、人じゃない、ごめん、猫。ね、中の人たち映ってる。あ、こういうの大好き。あ、かわいい。猫ちゃんに変わってる。あ、文字も変わってるじゃん。This gun が This down になってる。へー。面白い。ちょっとヒントがね、かなり少ないというか、ほぼなかったね、このゲーム。だから、やっていくうちに、自分が得た情報をこう見返したりとか、以前やったことのあることをしてみたりとかしないと、クリアができなかったなって気はした。だいぶ難しかった。だから、推理初級者の方はかなりこれ苦戦すると思うよ。うんうん、確かに鈴木さん、日本語訳もすごいこだわってましたよね。意外と海外のゲームって日本語の翻訳がおかしかったりすることあるんですけど、これすごい徹底してた感じしましたもんね。あ、そんな言い回しよく知ってるなっていうのが。 To be continued? お、あ、ナターシャいる。
Natasha,
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now, somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
もしかして今のマッチのところにモリーがいるとか？クラブって書いてあったよね。あれ違ったっけ？あれはナターシャがいたところのクラブか？あ、コールミー555223。え？なるようになるさ、スパイクスピーゲル。え？ちょっと電話してみていい？あ、待って、コンティニューができない。え、ちょっと待って、これどうしたらいい？ニューゲーム？ゲームをロード？ロードしてみていい？一回。あ、もうこれダメじゃない？ウェスラー邸だ。どうしよう。え、これ一回ニューゲームでもう一回行けばいいのかな？ちょっと待って。これでちょっと行ってみていい？スキップします。
Ah, crap.
待って、555222だったよね。どこでかけられるのあれ。私間違ってる電話番号。555223だっけ？あれ ?55222 だったよね。555223で言っていい？222だった気がするけど。552223？ちょっと待って。もう一回かけるよ。どういうこと？ 2、2、3。何？今音楽流れて終わったんだけど。これでメニューへ戻ります。だってここ電話できないよね。エクストラ？違うね。何だったんだろう。序盤からちょっと進めたら電話できるのかな？何これ。ちょっと、なんよこれ。音楽流れて終わっちゃいましたね。いやでもあれは多分モリーのいるところに電話番号かけるようにやったんじゃないかな。どっかのタイミングでもしかしたらモリーと話せるのか、 もしくはニューゲームであれをやってから進めていくと、サブイベかなんかでモリに会えるとかなのかな。そう、鈴木さん、コールミーって書いてあったから電話したんですけど、なんか音楽流れて終わっちゃいました。何だったんだろうね。ちょっと気になるけど。ね、タイミングあったのかな。気になるところですけれども、私のチキンポリス、ペイント・イット・レッドはここで終わりたいと思います。はい。気になる方はぜひコールミーしてください。本当皆さんご一緒いただきましてありがとうございました。いや、なかなかに難しい推理ゲームだったね。私もいくつか推理ゲームしてきたけど、ここまでヒントがないのは珍しいかも。やってきたゲームの中では、ある程度のねヒントがあったりとかは今までのゲームあったんだけどね、だいぶ難しかった。頭を使いました。いい運動になったわ、脳みその。本日ですね、この後11時から、大橋さん、フェルマンさん、バーキンさんとのデッドバイデイライトコラボがありますので、もしねお時間が合いましたらぜひ皆さんそちらも見にいらしてください。あ、携帯で鈴木さん、携帯かけてもいいけど、この時間だから間違ってかけたらあーって言われるかもしれない。気をつけて。そう、罰ゲームもあるよ。多分ね、フェルマンさんか大橋さんかな、今回のね、主催がお二人なので、お二人から罰ゲームに関しての説明もあると思いますので、ぜひ楽しみに待っていてください。皆さんありがとうございました。よろしければ高評価、チャンネル登録よろしくお願いいたします。また後ほど11時にお会いしましょう。ありがとうございました。はい、鈴木さんお疲れ様でした。皆さんもご視聴いただきましてありがとうございました。またねー。